It was accident. It was an accident.
I don't even know who you are.
Who are you?
Yeah, they didn't say anything out loud yet. Like,
Oh yes, please. I would like some good protein to keep my muscle or whatever looks like a muscle in my scale. Like maybe two whole chicken will be suffice. Of
You don't
course.
weigh 2 whole chickens.
Yes.
you're just
And
gonna
also,
buy hard alcohol and 2 whole chickens?
no, the alcohol is a weapon. I'm trying to keep my gain. That's all. Keep my gain. My protein gain.
I think I'm just going to sit at the table too because
Ah!
this one seemed dumb.
Wow, Cooper's table.
Oh, it's approaching you.
That was very fast.
Well,
Hermes
I mean,
assumes that I guess since Hermes assumes these are the rest of the people, he just moves his chair over to like right here. It's kind of with the rest of them.
So, you guys heard anything about this thing?
There's his shape.
Hermes takes out a piece of paper and writes the word "no" on it.
oh yeah, I forgot you mute. I forgot. Okay, I think my two whole chicken. I assume approaching my best dealer, Hermes.
Oh my, you're gonna
I
get hard alcohol, 2 chickens, and drugs.
Wow.
Just to streamline the process, assume if I say something, it's Hermes writing it on a piece of paper.
okay, no problem.
I must have a lot of paper.
Hey, he has a whole pad of paper. Could do that.
I would like to tap Hermes and offer him a piece of leg, chicken leg, and ask him if he has any chemicals.
Hermes takes the chicken leg. He pulls out like a little bag he has, and he just puts the chicken leg in the bag. And he like rummages through like his pockets and stuff, and he pulls out like a little bag of dust that has the word "fire" written on it, and he just hands it to you.
I take it graciously. Graciously, yeah, that's I thank him.
Please save that for after the Temple of Patience. The Hall of Patience, sorry.
Wait, which temple do you serve in?
I serve the Temple of the Allfather.
Has the word
Oh, the
"fire"
old
written
father.
on it.
Yeah, I know him. He's a good guy.
You know
You
God?
know him. He knows him personally. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah. You live next door.
Just takes so many hallucinogens.
Just like how we're all sitting on around one table.
We can assume that you move some chairs to get comfy with the place being not very busy.
Yeah, we're small.
Oh yeah, we're like 3 feet tall, or two. I'm 3 feet tall, but some people may be shorter.
You're how tall?
Huh?
You're how tall are you?
I'm 3 feet.
Yeah.
I would like to be 6 feet. However, I'm still growing, so I'm still
I'm
16.
still growing.
Yeah.
You don't grow
Good
bigger
dad.
than that. You're very
What?
big by kobold standards.
Yeah. Well.
You're also an adult man. Kobolds are growing up at like 6.
Oh really? I did not know that.
Actually, quite old.
Well, because they can also live really long. They just reach adulthood quickly because they normally get killed by like dogs or adventurers or something.
Ah, makes sense.
Huh. Damn. Well, there goes our mortality rate. It's okay.
It's okay.
We have Epsilon to defend us. Hopefully.
It's okay. You're putting so many chemicals in your body that I'm sure something's gonna happen.
Because I have a muscle deficiency doesn't mean I can't defend people. I have acid. I have things that burn.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need for a meeting.
Drugs.
Yes, you could do drugs before this urgent meeting at the Spy Master's headquarters in the Hall of
Yeah,
Patience.
Guys, please do your
I will,
recreational
I
drug
will
after
pass.
the job.
We do have a dealer in our midst, so if you guys want to,
Yeah, but just because he's a
No.
dealer doesn't mean he has to deal right now.
We have a
But-
killer at the table. He's not killing someone right now.
Also,
well, okay. I would assume all of you guys were chosen as the messenger. I mean, for of your gang. Okay, I guess I was the only chosen one. Oh, okay. Well, do
okay,
you guys don't have any intel to what's going on? Like, why are they calling us?
Well, they said capable and trustworthy, and I somewhat doubt that's what everyone sent.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say for me as well.
Yeah, but I'm not sure of their choice.
There we go.
I mean,
Well,
you
I hope
got.
everything's okay.
I mean, you guys deal in information, right? Don't you know anything that happened?
Yeah, aren't you guys the spy?
Yeah, and that doesn't mean I need to tell you anything.
Ugh.
What if I give you a chicken leg, or the whole chicken?
Full chicken.
As you barter for information with fragments of meat you were just given, the morning is stretching on. The sixth bell approaches. It may be time to head to the Hall of Patience.
We should boogie.
Yeah, we should. All right.
We are here.
No, you were not there. You were. I think that's the fireball place. Yeah. You were in this general vicinity,
This
and
one.
then made your way north through the bustling streets of the Victory Ward, proceeding into the Civic Ward and through the many, many buildings where bureaucracy and the functions of government are conducted. And finally, you pass through the gates of the Palace Ward, approaching the garrison.
Is Ichiban just eating the chicken on the way there, or did you put it away?
Well, I'm eating on the way.
Are you
Oh,
drinking too?
wonderful.
Oh no. I don't drink.
Good.
I don't drink.
I
Wait.
spit
Because
alcohol.
it's 6 in the morning, so it's a bit early to.
I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Well, you see, I'm a monk. You see, I use the meditation to recover my hydration.
So, as you approach the garrison, your way is blocked by a number of stout guards watching a large section of drawbridge, but a man stands behind them in plain dark clothing. And when he sees you approach, he says, "They're for me." And all of the guards stop looking at you and stare straight ahead. The man invites you to follow him.
Okay.
I'm a skate on.
Oh my god, the Heelys.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, God,
I
I
pop
forgot
my
you guys
sides
do.
open and just boom.
You must make Heelys for all of us.
Well,
I'm an artificer. I'll do it.
we'll be a roller skate gang, I guess.
Roller gangs.
Yeah.
So, as you deal with this short walk to the Palace of Patience, you can't help but notice that everyone around you is behaving much like the guards. They are not acknowledging your presence. They are consciously trying not to notice you.
I think as I'm like skating down, I don't have any drugs on me, but I like accidentally, quote unquote, light a little bit of like drug in my pocket to just kind of try and soothe people as I go. It's like,
What?
Dude, it-
Dude, he's gonna
dude is
drug the whole
gassing people on the way.
yes.
Well,
If people ask, I'm gonna look surprised, like, whoa, my stuff's on fire. It's just the ground brook leaves, so it's not like, hard drugs. It's just, very lightly.
So
Dude is
eventually, this
vaping into the guards.
gonna take some distance from this guy.
so
Yeah,
as
me
you
too.
walk and Healy through the garrison and towards the nondescript building where the Hall of Patience lies, the man turns to you. Surrender all weapons, all drugs, all tools.
Sure, I
All
follow suit.
There's like a slightly long scene of Hermes just opening every single pocket in his trench coat and bag of just all of his stuff. It's just so many drugs. It's just a lot of drugs.
Yes.
I am the drugs.
Nods, yeah.
When you say all tools, can I keep a quill to take notes?
He looks at you and says, "That would be discouraged."
Okay, I will give him everything.
Does anyone hold anything back?
I put my weapons and my tools, and then I take out my holy symbol and I give the guy a questioning look.
So you put your weapons where?
I give them my weapons and my tools, and I pull out my holy symbol and give him a questioning look, like this you, or
Give me insight.
yes. Oh, that's the wrong one. 15.
You see an expression cross his face, and it's clearly bothering him, but he does ask for your holy symbol.
Okay, I put it with the other stuff, sure.
So I give them like all of my stuff, like all of my drugs and tools and stuff, but I keep my satchel. My satchel's empty. It's my alchemist satchel, but it's like empty of stuff.
Okay, he does not object to you bringing in the empty satchel.
Perfect.
I clicked out a roll 20. So you are brought inside the Hall of Patience and are shocked to see really nothing of interest. It's a very uninteresting building, almost purposely so. And eventually, he comes to a large iron door, and he opens it, and he says, "Wait in here."
I'll Healy my way to a little area where I can lean against the wall. Let's see, can I? This feels like a trap.
Yeah, that's not very welcoming.
Wait, time up real quick. Pillow, can you tell them like how to do initiative later before they roll initiative? I think you have to like take the token first, right?
If you click your token on the map and press the initiative button, which will pop up in the top left corner, it'll roll initiative for you with your traits and automatically add it to the turn order.
Oh man.
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. So you're invited into this this fairly cramped room, and the heavy iron door is shut behind you. It makes a very secure sound as it closes, filling you with comfort.
Hmm.
I do like being comfortable.
Yes, confined spaces are just great.
As
Yeah.
far as rooms go, this one isn't the best. It's about 15 by 15. There's nothing in here except some stone slabs covered in hay. It's a little stuffy in here. The stone's damp. Not much to do. and it's not exciting either. You're getting pretty bored, and it feels kind of warm in here.
Is this? Are we in jail?
Okay, so first thing,
Yeah,
two,
that
two
feels like
things.
jail.
Two things, real quick. When it gets, what does it? Does the heat feel like it's happening slowly over time, or does it feel like it's just getting hot because there's a lot of bodies in here?
Give me perception.
Um,
Can I help him? Can I, yeah, can I help him?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
With a 12, it takes you a while because it normally you would expect in a kind of tight quarters like this on a hot day it might get fairly stuffy, but the heat is like radiating. This is not just body heat. The room is getting hotter, and it is not from a natural source.
I was gonna say the first thing I do to check the door, and like, can I push the door?
The door is securely sealed. It does not move in the slightest.
Yeah, I'd like to at least find a window if possible. As I'm responding to Abby.
How high is the ceiling of the place we're in?
About 6 feet.
Damn, we're real
Oh,
locked.
you can stack on top of me and we can pitch it. One of you guys.
Hey, how do you roll not to GM?
Uh, open your character sheet first.
Go to the cogwheel, and then
Okay,
on the
yeah.
right there is a thing called row queries. It's the second
Ah.
option. Oh no, it's the one thing below that. So
Yeah,
whisper roll
whisper
to
to roll to
GM. You
GM,
say
never whisper.
never whisper row.
Yeah, so
I
we can
gotcha.
see the roles.
Okay.
Yeah, toggles are the
Just
shit.
being slow.
So, why don't we decide what everyone is doing as this room gets unbearably hot?
As it's getting hot, Hermes is freaking the fuck. Like, Hermes is usually obviously very calm and cool, but he is freaking the fuck out. He hates heat.
I wonder
Dude
how
is
that
like
looks being a
fucking.
mute.
So
Is anyone
Hermes cannot
good?
talk because he don't have his writing tools, right?
What you say?
Hermes cannot talk because he don't have anything to write right now.
Oh yeah.
Any
So
of
he's
you good?
panicking and mute.
Are any
He
of
can't.
Okay, don't panic. Everyone here is good at looking for small details. We need to find where this thing is coming from, and try to
Okay.
stop it.
As he's saying that, I will start looking using my perception for any
think-
stores.
I was thinking if it's an investigation. I don't know.
Oh, well, I think perception doesn't work as well.
Yeah, like someone examined the door and someone examined the room. Yeah,
Mm,
and I
That's
can give
examining.
I can
Go ahead.
give a little jolt of help to whoever is doing it.
That's examining door require a perception or investigation.
I would say it would depend on what kind of details you were trying to figure out.
I would like to see if there's any any something something that can easily be broken or some loose ends or maybe perhaps some holes in the room or in the door.
Okay, so you want to do that? We call that investigation. So you would want to do investigation on the door. We're not going to roll till everyone's committed to their course of action, whether that brings them to glory or death.
I was gonna say, just really quick before I continue. What's the door made of? Is it made of like stone or is it metal?
It is metal. It's appears to be iron, but it is certainly very thick, dull metal.
Okay.
I'm gonna guidance whoever checks the door. I mean, I have a water skin. They didn't
I have
take like
income.
our food, right? It was just tools, weapons.
Oh, that's correct.
Yeah, so you can have my water skin.
Yeah, I also have perfume if that help.
I guess it's water.
Okay, so you're going to use shape water to try and damage the door. Okay, you're doing that. Itchy is examining the door. What is Flick doing?
I'm gonna do guidance on Ichi. It's a verbal and somatic, so it's okay.
Okay, and Durza.
I still have my crowbar or any of my thieves' tools, or were they taken?
I'd say they were taken.
Okay, would it be possible for me to maybe investigate the walls on this corner to see if there's any hollow spots or soft spots?
Okay, so while Itchy is investigating the door, you're going to investigate the rest of the room.
Yes.
Okay, and Epsilon.
I would like to check the floor.
So investigation on the floor.
Yes. See if the heat is coming from below us.
And how about Hermes?
He's trying to like check. He's going around like asking people if they have any like stuff in their pockets he could maybe make some acid out of. Like if any of them have.
What kind of things are you looking for?
He asks for things like alcohol, anything that's like acrid, potentially like if they have some like fruit residue, even just like salt would work.
Well, I do have some alcohol, a lot actually.
He says if you have some alcohol, he writes if you have alcohol, he can mix it with some stuff to add to the water to make the water a
Did
little
you
bit
give
more
up your
acidic.
quill when you came in?
Wait, what do you say?
Ooh.
Wait, what happened? What
I
happened?
will let you decide if you did, but you might be stuck in here as a mute.
Buddy, you want some chalk?
Oh shoot. He tries to like sound like charade as best he can, talking about like salt or alcohol for people. But if that has to be like a performance check, I can try and do that. I just can't get my character sheet up for some reason.
Wait, I do like to switch my action though. I'm not trying to investigate the door. Is it possible if I can like if drop the door, like like put my ear on the door and see if I can hear anything on the outside?
One
I
thing at a
would
time.
I would let you do that as part of your thing to investigate.
Oh, okay.
So
Try-
we committed to our courses of action.
Yes.
Yes, on me.
Okay, you are stuck in here for 2 hours. Ebby, because you tried to escape, you will roll with. Wait, wrong thing. Yeah, so everybody give me a con save. Those who tried to escape, which is just Ebby, would roll with disadvantage. Those who tried to stay cool would get advantage. Everybody else will roll regular style.
Wait, roll what? Roll what?
Constitution.
Oh!
Damn. Wait, Constitution save? Okay, 1 second.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sheesh.
So, the product of your investigation is that this is a very solidly put together room with no secret passages whatsoever. That door is a slab of solid, nasty metal. This is a brutally simple and brutally uncompromising trap. When the door opens after 2 hours, everyone who rolled below 14 on their con save, has taken a level of exhaustion.
Damn.
Oof. Close.
At it's about 8th bell right now, and the heavy iron door just suddenly opens, and the guy from before is there, and he has your belongings, which he offers to you.
By the way, the exhaustion thing, cogwheel, all the way down there is one called Show Exhaustion Tracking, and you turn that on, and you're gonna have an exhaustion thing under your hit dice.
In
So you
the
mean like this, right?
Yeah, cogwheel on the right, go down, Show Exhaustion Tracking.
You mean next to the cogwheel, what? Cogwheel?
Oh, I see it. It's in the compendium compatible menu.
Here, put a screenshot on the thing.
That's where that is. Wondering, I was like, where is this stuff? And then I was like,
Yeah.
You can look.
Yeah, it's
found it.
disabled by default for some reason.
Oh, okay. Got it.
What would our exhaustion level be after?
So this would be 1 level. The effect is disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled a 15. You said below a 15 they get exhaustion?
14 and above, you don't get exhaustion. 13 and below, you do.
Gotcha.
You're
I
you're
can't.
you're you're
Damn.
you're exhausted and sticky.
Gross.
Smelly.
So level 2?
I kind of want to hit you with level 2, but to be fair, that's not how I planned to do that.
Oh my god, what's level 2?
Speed
Level 2 is
Oh, speed off.
Wait, no, and also this advantage on ability checks, I think.
Yeah, it's both
Yeah.
things.
It all stacks together, so it gets really bad when you get high.
I think at like level 6 you just die.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
just legitimately instantly dead.
That's crazy.
It's okay.
I'll tell you what. If you will accept level 2 exhaustion, I will give you inspiration.
Yeah.
Willing to give it all up.
Okay. So you're all exhausted. Ebby is really screwed up. He completely exhausted himself trying to force this door open using all sorts of clever tricks with the water, but there was just no having it. And when the door opens, your parent captor is sitting there, ready to return your belongings.
As the door opens, Hermes was like against the wall, just kind of like quietly freaking out to himself. The moment the door opens, you've never seen a man healy faster. In that moment, dude busts out the door. Just pow!
I go.
Never seen
Rather
someone
himself.
crawl this slowly.
Just
So as you drag yourselves out of this awful, sweltering room, the guy says, "Shrine of Xana, go now."
I guess we're not getting explanations today.
Wait,
Yeah.
so hold on. I thought do I also have exhaust level as well, or
What'd you roll?
I rolled 22 Constitution.
No, yeah, you rolled. If you rolled 14 or better, you do not take the exhaustion level.
Okay, so me, I walk with my chest up high, acting strong, like it's nothing for a monk, this kind of level of intensity. So I walk like with style, basically. I walk out with style, if that makes sense.
Helping
Okay.
Abby. I'm gonna help Abby like he's an old woman crossing the street.
Hermes just walks out, pissedly like grabs his stuff and starts to fucking walk out. Or excuse me, Healy out.
Oh, but you can't stomp if you're on Heelys, man.
Yeah.
It's less impactful.
It's less impactful, but it's fast.
Fair.
So after all that bullshit happened, you are told to go to the Shrine of Xana, which is yonder.
Wait, why did we get in prison?
They did not
That's
really
what I'm saying. They
explain
just
your
they took
incarceration.
us in, heated us up,
Yep.
and then
I mean,
was
we
that like
all-
their way of... Yeah,
we all
real
do some-
quick, can I go ahead?
Sorry, go ahead. So no, we all do bad things, but that's why we have the agreement,
Yeah.
so we can do bad things.
My question
can
was
give
like,
them
can I do
ideas.
some sort of like insight just to see? Because all they did was introduce us, put us in a room, boil us, and then send us off again. I do some sort of like insight check to see like what that was about.
Sure.
Our skills at what? At being food? How
being
well done we are.
Oh, 15.
So it's not immediately obvious what that happened. That could have been them flexing their power, showing that they can make you wait for hours in the heat, only to tell you to run across the city. It could have been them taking time to set something up while they knew exactly where you were. There's a lot of reasons they could behave like this, but it seems to you like they've got to be playing at some kind of game.
Interesting.
The dude that opened us the door after 2 hours, is he just a random dude or?
It's the same guy who allowed you into the garrison.
Oh.
As I'm
Oh,
like
I wanted
leaving,
to do a bad thing, but
yeah, for real. As I'm leaving, I'm just slowly like filling syringes that I had with like stuff from a bottle, and then I'm just like continuing on healing angrily.
So as you grumpily heal your way out of the palace ward, into the civic ward, back into the victory ward where you started, and then finally into the grand ward, you eventually come across the Shrine of Xana. It's a small and rather unloved park where it is traditional to make simple offerings to Xana. It's gone somewhat unused in recent years, despite the beautiful location. The only person in the area appears to be a single man in plain dark clothing. It's not the same man.
Do we put our token in the map?
Yeah, you can drag your tokens onto the map.
Is it on purpose that Xana is not on the list of gods, or?
Can I can I make a perception check on like seeing what he has in his in his body, like any weapons or any if he's hiding anything, and can I look at the surrounding as well, see if there's any like someone's hiding behind this
Put a
trees.
pin in that. You can put a pin in that. Xana is a saint, not one of the gods. It's traditional to make offerings to one of the saints when you're doing something associated with them. That's not a thing people do a lot with nature unless they're big into hunting or something. And in the city, that's not a very popular pastime.
Question: is this area right? Like is the like line horizontally across? Is that up? I see stairs over here on these circles.
Which one? You
That
can also hold the left mouse button on the
Yeah, are
map.
these things like up? I think so, right? These are
I was
columns,
gonna say,
Yeah,
right?
these things look.
that
You
look
know,
like some kind of towers.
Yes, so there's a kind of uh, superstructure here. This is a gateway into the little courtyard, and you can walk up these things to get on these sort of catwalk things that probably served some purpose when the temple was more elaborate.
hope we don't have to do that because I struggle with stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do
I
it. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
you're the monk. You do it. I got muscle
Okay.
Yeah.
deficiency.
Not the bard goes, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, the
bar. You're
face of
the
the.
face, bro.
Yeah, go put your eloquence to the test up there.
I'll watch your back. Don't worry. I'll be behind you, holding your T-shirt from the back.
Got it.
I'll be over here trying
I'll be right
keeping
behind
Abby
you.
from falling over.
Be exhausted.
Buddy, just drink some more water.
I have alcohol
Very
with me. Man.
dehydrated.
I too will follow suit behind everyone else. Oops.
So as you approach, the man looks at you and he says, "You can all come over. This is for everyone."
Oh, good to know.
Okay.
So I step forward, closer to him.
Ka-changle my way onto the grass.
Don't know if I like being that close to water.
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine because you're not wearing metal.
Oh, you're wearing full armor.
Yes.
That's right. You just sing like a rock. You just shoom.
I thought I was allergic to water, man.
No, you're naked. You're fine if you fall in the water.
Well, I have a piece of clothing that covers my going part.
Diaper.
So as you gather around, this guy kind of regards you all in turn, and then says, "There's been some discussion in the ruling body about ending the Twilight Concord. The incident last night has switched enough votes that it was agreed that the Concord would end, the army would be marshaled, and they would sweep through the districts, executing anyone remotely associated with any form of criminal activity. I selected an alternative solution. You, as representatives of your organizations, are going to fix a problem. If you are able to do that, you are going to get three things. First of all, the Concord will remain in place. Second, you will have the opportunity to continue working for the benefit of the Lord Protector. And three, you will have safe and reliable access to the antidote."
Sorry, the antidote?
Antidote.
I'm sorry, what? What antidote?
To the poison.
So that was the room.
Ah.
Yes, after some discussion, aerosolizing it was the easiest way. Paint the bricks and such. A few things to understand about that poison. First of all, it is invariably fatal. In 5 days, if you do not have the antidote, all of you will be dead. Second, it is very finicky. Proprietary blend of our very own dark alchemists, and it will react very negatively to foreign substances. I would stay far away from antitoxin, and I would avoid making any attempt to cure yourselves. Beyond that, just understand that think of yourselves as a sort of suicide squad for our purposes.
I got a
Hermes
question
looks-
though.
Hermes
I have a
looks
question.
extremely offended
Yeah.
and very proud that somebody was able to poison him. It's like in fact he's gonna like scoot up. Hold on, was it?
Stop looking so smug. He's trying to kill us and everyone we
gonna
care
scoot-
about.
Lying.
He's gonna scoot up and write on a piece of paper, "Did the menagerie help?"
He reads the paper and he kind of frowns at that. Listen, I need you to understand that I'm not like you losers. I am a representative of civilization. I appreciate that you have had plenty of time to develop your own little idiosyncrasies, your own businesses, your own culture, as the Lord Protector has permitted you to exist. The people I work for are above you and beyond you. We do not need you for things. We are choosing to allow you to exist and giving you the opportunity to prove that could be worthwhile.
Yeah, I want to punch the guy, but I'm holding myself back.
Hermes stands
Yes.
completely still for like a solid like 20 seconds before he just turns and like scoots back to where he was standing, like very upset. Fucking
I'm going to need someone to hold me back.
So do you,
I'm not holding you back.
I'm
hit
holding
him.
Abby right now.
so as
I would say don't jump him, but
as Itchy starts to get excited, the guy throws an apple in the air, and it is just yanked out of the air and falls to the ground about 10 feet away with a arrow sticking through it.
Oh.
Yeah, I can catch that. I can catch the arrow.
can I try and do some sort of perception check to like see the snipers that obviously are here?
Yes, you can, and you have advantage because you know they have to be somewhere they have a line of sight over the catwalk.
Yeah, any red dots?
How do I real quick? How do I do?
You just click search for the word perception on the left and just click
Yeah.
the word.
Yeah, but how do I do it with advantage?
It automatically does it.
Is it check or not?
It's doing automatically for you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Ah, that's so many dudes.
There's a number of dudes.
Oh my god.
Wait, where?
Ah,
Oh, this black thing? Oh no.
Are they apparent to us or only to Ichi?
Wait.
No, it's
Hermes.
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 Oh, Hermes, sorry.
Hermes.
So, Hermes is the one who has noticed all of them. The rest of you do understand you're probably being watched by marksmen based on the apple trick.
Okay, fine. Just tell us what we got to do. We don't have time for the conversation about superiority and whatnot.
Nice.
The Mirror of Reckoning was stolen. You're going to find out where it was stolen. You're going to find out who stole it, how they stole it, and you're going to return it to me along with them, very much alive.
I mean, we have no choice, I guess.
I mean, it's do this or die.
We'll
At the
do
very
we'll
least,
deal with
if
him
we do
later.
this.
We'll do it.
Yeah, it's do this or us and everyone we care about die. So yeah.
Oh, from me, tomorrow when you report your success, you have 23 hours, 59 minutes.
Oh, I thought we got 9 days. I mean, 5 days.
Was it
What?
5 days?
Until you're dead. You'll be dead in 5 days. You can get the antidote tomorrow.
Oh,
Or not.
Oh, okay.
So it's a case of get it in 24 hours, or then or suffer an additional 4 days of waiting, then die.
I will warn you, those last 2 days are those are not going to be fun days.
Rough.
All right. Do you have any lead for us?
Yeah, where was this thing when we was taken?
It was taken from the Temple of the Solar Gods.
Okay, interesting.
Hermes
Anything
turns
else?
to the only cleric in the group and writes, "Do you know where that is?"
I don't, but my character probably does.
Yes, it is a very significant place of worship. You're also familiar with the item he's talking about. Whenever a new Lord Protector is crowned, they must look into the Mirror of Reckoning and be judged as worthy or unworthy by the Father. It is very significant that this could have happened.
Gotcha.
Can I do a check to see if he has the antidotes on him right now?
Oh, yes, you can.
Ooh. Spicy.
Do I do insight or investigation?
I think that's perception.
I would say it would depend on how you want to do it. Do you want to try? It might be harder to do it just by trying to read him, but it might be more. No, I'd say one has a different DC. One is, yeah, you're going to get different information depending on how you do it.
I
Can
will
I
go with
ask?
insight.
Okay, give me insight. You find this guy rather difficult to read. You don't see any indication that he does or does not have the antidote.
Can I just ask him like I would like to see that you actually have the antidote. Can I ask him that?
You can ask him anything, yeah.
Yeah, so yes, good sir. Let me see that you have the antidote.
No.
He's
That's
kind of
strange.
holding all the cards right now. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's just get to work, guys.
Can I
We're
try
wasting
to
time.
persuade him?
No, we're wasting time, man. We're wasting time.
You want to try to persuade him?
I mean, you
Yeah,
can
to
try anything you want.
No, go,
no,
You introduce him,
to,
bro.
sh-
Introduce
to
him.
show his good faith.
Oh yeah, we are exhausted, so it's a odds of disadvantage.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. Well, okay.
I can still try.
What portion of your job do you think I'm going to do for you?
Yeah,
Okay,
this boogie for
wait,
this man decides we're not worth it. Let's fucking go, bro.
wait, hold on. Can we go to the Temple of the Solar Gods and question people about the mirror, or is the mirror's disappearance a secret that we can't share with anyone?
Oh, it's good that you asked that. The secret is as important as you choose it is. I will explain that if it becomes public knowledge the mirror was taken, the voices in the ruling body that have decided to destroy all of your people would have no further reason not to do that. So definitely keep it a secret. You can talk to people in the temple because they already know. I would strongly discourage you from letting the information become known beyond them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
but at least give us one other good lead, please.
I just have one. I only have one more question. It's more
Okay, go
mechanical.
ahead, man.
I just asked him like, if we get cut and start to bleed, will the poison take that as a foreign substance?
Simply being cut wouldn't do it, but I would stay away from any strange chemicals. There's a number of additives that were included to frustrate any attempts to identify the poison or to attempt to cure multiple things. Just kind of scattershot approach. Generally, I'd say keep anything weird out of your bodies, and if you can't avoid that, then roll the dice.
Wait. My breathing fire. I don't really swallow it. It's more of a spitting, so I don't think it counts, right?
You're probably good.
I don't know or care.
All right, let's
No,
boogie. This man's about as
asking
good.
the- I'm
He's about
asking
as
the GM.
helpful as he
What's your
seems
name
to be.
again?
That's an interesting question. I suppose for now I'm the spider.
Spider. Okay.
Oh, and a
Okay.
gift before you leave. He hands you a small vial that contains a small bug. If you ever need to speak to me outside of a scheduled meeting, I want you to go to the center of the Mercantile Quarter in the main square beneath the Colossus and eat this bug.
Ah,
Can you write that down? It was a lot, Pillow.
I'll write it down. I'll write it down.
So he's essentially told you to eat the bug in front of the big statue.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
23 minutes 57.
All right, we're out
Oh
of here.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
boogie.
yeah. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Let's bounce, guys. Let's bounce. Come on.
Yep. To the
To the
temple.
temple.
So, after a productive meeting with your charming handler, who everybody loves, you start making your way to the Temple of the Solar Gods.
Where is it at? In the south?
Yes.
All the way down.
Yes, and you make the trip back through the Victory Ward, suddenly aware of how much time is passing as you move.
Okay, let's maybe get a carriage. Yeah, taxi.
That's like Hermes is like healing with intensity. He's
Yes.
like boogie.
Wait, can I get on top of the? Can I get piggyback right?
Sure.
No.
Anybody,
One person
I can take one cobalt. I can take one cobalt.
Okay, take
Care too.
what's his name? What's her name?
Abby.
Oh, Abby. Take Abby. Take Abby.
Pick up
Abby.
Evie and just like
Why are you so slow?
He's only 2 feet tall. He's still growing, guys. He's still growing.
Okay, we hail medieval fantasy taxi.
Which is a carriage.
Yes.
But we're broke. We have no money, guys.
What do you mean we're broke?
I'm saying,
You're
you're
broke.
broke. I have money.
Wait,
Yeah,
I'm
You
a
are
monk.
broke.
I can run really fast. I have 40 movement speed.
Okay, we'll go in the carriage and you go running. We'll
You're
see.
just sprinting next to the fucking cart. Just
So, it takes you about 2.5 hours to finally reach the Temple of Many Gods.
Okay.
And,
It's a big
There.
ass city.
in that temple, with that time you have wasted, you find the temple, resplendent as it is. The Temple of the Solar Gods is a huge temple with a large tower on top of it. The gate is a huge thing of wrought iron, elaborately decorated, that never opens without a great deal of fanfare. The walls surrounding the perimeter are exceptionally tall and strong. As you approach, you encounter 2 guards in their elaborate ceremonial costumes.
We would like to offer our worship.
They all kind of look at you strangely, and Flick, you know that the temple is not a place of public worship. It is opened on rare occasions to be enjoyed exclusively by the nobility and for important ceremonial rites. And, of course, at the changing of the guard.
I'm gonna approach the guards and say, "Hey, we're here to take care about a certain incident that happened." Yes.
The guy kind of reacts when you say that, and he turns around and calls to one of the guards behind the gate to fetch the high prelate. And after a few moments, someone appears in fancy ceremonial robes who is presumably that high prelate. And this guy looks at you, and what does the group look like right now? Reminder, you have been sweated to the point of total and complete exhaustion, run all over town. How you feeling?
Feeling like shit.
Worn down.
I mean, Hermes is rough because of like the heat, so he's still a little shaken, but all in all, he's kind of just like standing there. He doesn't say too much because he can't, so he's just kind of standing there like waiting for everybody else to do their thing. So he's just kind of like,
Epsilon is just pissed off by the other dude.
Just angry.
Yes, he's still mad about it. Oh no, that's
And-
fine. The disrespect is not fine.
Yeah, you gotta poison me respectfully.
Yes.
"You poison me, do it with me knowing."
The poison move was smart.
Yeah,
Insulting us was not smart.
Yeah, I think Flick is not tired from the thing, but she is covered in dust from running and winded, but she's trying to stay focused. Yeah.
Gross.
Can Cobalt even sweat?
Do the thing where like I'm holding you, but occasionally wipe my hands on my robes. I mean, we're kobolds.
Yeah, do you sweat?
Uh-oh. What is this?
Man,
Hmm.
Wait, lizard doesn't sweat, right?
as I say, that makes sense. They wouldn't sweat.
Yeah, so I guess
So
Kobold
Abby
doesn't
is
sweat.
just drooling.
So as you appear in front of the high prelate, looking like a group of exhausted criminals, he kind of grunts.
He what?
He kind of reacts with disgust to your appearance. The Hall of Patience sent you?
Yes, and they are all out of
Nice.
patience, honestly.
Hermes utters a chuckle.
And you are the one who lost a very important item, right?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Roll intimidation.
He kind of bristles at that. I am not responsible for the loss. That falls on the head of the guards. As for you, I refuse to allow you to be seen to enter this sacred hall. There's no means to enter the temple of the many gods without passing through the gate. It's a this is a place of holiness. You degenerates are not going to defile it.
Is there any other?
Hermes holds up a sign. It's like, that's not very holy of you, man.
Do you go ahead?
Is there any other noble that's coming along with?
Do you have like
invitation to the?
I'd like to like turn to the group and just write out like what if we ask them for like holy robes or something to put on,
yeah?
so we
what I was
look a
gonna
little
say.
more presentable.
Yes,
You
do
think
have
he's gonna
any
help us?
pink tie ropes?
We're trying to help him find his mirror, so
But I
Just,
guess it's still responsible.
don't say that out loud.
it's not Hermes, that's
No,
me.
he's hiding it.
Okay, when you write that, just grab the papers. And...
Don't
No,
write it so
no,
loud.
no.
I would like
Okay, let's do it.
I have a better idea. I just want to cast suggestion on the High Prelate so he let us enter without whining.
Ooh.
Is casting a spell on this guy the best idea? Because if the guards see that, I don't know if.
It's suggestion. I just have to suggest him something, and if it's not crazy, he will accept it.
I mean, if he fails the test, yes. Though the spell doesn't specify if they know they've been
I was gonna say, I think that's
Yeah.
fine.
defeated or not.
It doesn't say they know it's actually a spell.
Well, it doesn't say, so it's up to the DM. And Pillow is a hard ass a little.
Well,
I
we'll
would, I
see.
would say that well, it's verbal and material. I would say you could attempt to disguise your actions as you cast a spell, but if he resisted, he would likely know that you tried to do something to him.
And I just want to suggest to gain time.
I mean,
Wait,
we could just.
So,
we
what
Just
check
ask
should I
him,
do
like,
if I
how-
want to hide my spell?
so can I just like barge in because I have a bad reputation? Maybe I can
Oh
get
my
away
god.
with it. Is that like is this like
Well-
the
There's a
He-
bunch of bards!
He just said he didn't want to let you into the temple because you look like a criminal. Do you want to play on your criminal reputation to try and get him to let you in the temple?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
GM, if I want to cast suggestion sneakily, what check should I do?
Well, tell me how you're concealing the use of the spell. Are you trying to do something with your hands? Are you trying to get people to misdirect them? Just tell me what you're in narrative doing to distract them from the fact you're casting the spell.
Well, I will try to just put myself slightly to the side of the conversation so we get the attention of the others. And making sure I'm turning my back from the guards.
Can I use like groveling to distract while Epsilon
You're just gonna start
Uh,
speaking tongues?
like this, look, groveling, like like begging. Yeah, but
They are
he
not
will
going
distract
to
him, right?
attack us.
Yeah.
It's like this, I'm trying to distract him, and then I can use my draconic disciple, like in case he's fail. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I'm going to say that you can, if you're going to break down groveling, that's going to give you advantage on the stealth check to conceal the fact you're casting a spell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can I do that? I will beg him,
Sure
like I'll get on my knees, like, please, sir, we're about to die.
You gotta
Let
get
us
in.
in."
Who's we?
Yeah.
dude?
What?
It's pretty much all of us, yeah.
Well,
So that's why. Please let us in. Let us in. We're just young people got caught in a bad situation. We're trying to be better, basically. So I'm like begging to this guy.
To
Let us
help
in.
you.
Well, so should I do a stealth check?
Give me stealth with advantage.
Well,
Ugh.
I have disadvantage, so that cancel it out.
I guess it's normal then. It becomes normal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, man,
21!
yay.
nice.
Woo.
Oh my god, you have a +2 and you were gambling it on this.
I was hoping on a deception check, not stealth, but
So, yeah, he does not see you doing this. What is the DC for your suggestion?
Let me check.
Oh boy. I'm sweating
Oh.
here.
Well, look, it's the high prelate of a religion. He probably doesn't have a lot of wisdom.
That's silence you. I know. Religion is a wisdom stat. Hold on now.
It's always net one. Net one.
Let me
Okay, so
check.
what is it?
DC.
Wait, no, religion is an intelligence stat.
Yeah, but it's a wisdom save, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
he
a
would,
wisdom
there'd be no reason for him
save.
to have decent wisdom. He'd just need decent intelligence.
No, you
Why?
need a decent wisdom to resist a wisdom check. I mean, a wisdom save.
Yeah, so I'm saying he probably doesn't have good wisdom.
He does. Wisdom is the thing clerics use, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a cleric though.
Unless it's like secretly a paladin, which is also would be bad. But yeah,
Maybe.
Okay, what is it though? What is the thing? The
Where
DC
can I
save?
see it? I
you
don't
go
see
to
it on
the
the
tab
spell.
spells, and the middle square says spell save DC. You want that number.
Oh yeah, it's 14.
Ooh.
Oh.
That will just fail.
Oh,
No.
So, no, he fails. Your spell works.
Ah,
oh,
Oh.
thank
Thank
fucking
God
God.
damn.
Yeah, the spell's fine. He failed to save. So, how would you like to word this suggestion to a lawyer?
so I suggest you just let us enter so everyone gain time.
So, the text of the spell I'm going to help you out with says that if the activity can be completed within less than 8 hours, it ends when the subject finishes what it was asked to do.
You have 8 hours.
Right, but if you say,
No,
if you
so
just let us in, he will open the gate and then no longer be under your power. Are you
let
prepared for
us
what
be in.
You could word something like, "We really gotta rush this gotta help us with this investigation as much as possible."
Yeah.
I think.
Could we ask for
Something like let us investigate inside so we can fix your problem
There you
faster.
go.
could we ask for like robes or any kind of identification, which would later like let us in, even though he's not under our influence?
No, that it's gotta be his suggestion first.
Yeah.
So, if this is the suggestion that he must let you in and help you with your investigation,
Just letting us investigate inside.
Yeah, no.
I'll take it so. He sees the wisdom in your position and opens the gate.
God, absolutely mad lad move.
Absolute mad lad. Oh, this is big. I gotta scroll up.
So, the temple is a huge structure, and behind the walls, you see this beautiful courtyard, and there are a number of guardsmen inside, kind of lined up and waiting to speak with you.
We're like
Where,
right in this
where are we
area.
located?
Yeah.
You'd start on the north side.
Oh, okay.
It's a big man.
Yeah, it's a big ass temple.
Yeah. I'm just happy my Jedi move worked.
So is the priest with us or did he leave?
Oh, he is here.
Can I ask him where the incident take place?
He says that the mirror was held in the vault beneath the temple.
Can we take
Okay.
a look? Do you have permission to?
Yes, you do. He is determined to help you with your investigation.
Indeed.
Okay, let's go to the vault. It's all darkness.
Yes, except for the bloodlights exist. So the stairwell down leads to a small room guarded. Well, it's not guarded, but there is a very heavy door which is sitting open. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Give me investigation.
I'm sure one of the other rogue artificer can help you.
Yep.
Yes. So your investigation shows that it is quite a solid lock. It is a very good piece of machinery, piece of a very fine device that has been clearly marked with several cosmetic scratches that suggest someone took a pair of thieves' tools to this.
Oh. I mean, do you want to look for tracks?
Might be
Okay.
good at that. 1 second.
You're not
What
good at that?
what stat would be for like checking for tracks and stuff?
Survival.
Never mind, I have 0 to survival.
I have
Got 3.
I have a tree. I can.
I have a 4 to nature, but that's not really gonna help.
Where's my
I guess
guidance thing?
I guess me and Felix can work with each other to
Okay, I'll look for tracks. Boom.
I'll help her.
9.
Um,
Okay, help advantage. 25.
So the floor here gives very little ability to hold a track, but you do notice some slight scuffs that suggest a person walked through this room recently, and they may have had a cape or something of the sort.
okay.
Oh, just one person?
You only see one set of tracks that goes through. You do see multiple tracks from going back and forth that, in your guess, would probably be people coming after something had happened. Because only one set of tracks really enters, goes up all the way, and approaches the thing.
Oh, damn.
Can I ask the priest a question? Where did the mirror was placed? You know, I mean, how do I word it? Where was the incident actually located exactly? Like,
He says the mirror was held in the center of the room as a ceremonial, and a demon of some sort passed through the walls as though they were not there, seized it, then flew through the walls to the roof, and then took flight from the roof after striking dead all of the guard beasts.
Wait, who witnessed this? Who witnessed this?
He says that the guards were in the tower last night. Most of them saw very little, but Gorik, the vault guard, witnessed everything.
what?
I write like, can you bring him down here?
He is happy to help you with your investigation. He quickly disappears, then quickly comes back with Gorik.
I'm gonna move more into the. I'm gonna kind of move towards this fire. Oh, not near the fire. I'm gonna move like here, just so I'm more out in the room.
So Gorik comes down and he is at your complete disposal.
So, Gorak, what happened that night?
Well, I was guarding the vault, as I traditionally do. It is my sacred responsibility. I stood watch here, and I heard something that sounded very strange, and from the corner of my eye, I saw a shape sort of brush as though it was moving through the stone. I raced upstairs, and I saw it moving again up through the floors into the tower. And as I raced to the top of the stairs, it spoke. This terrible figure spoke a word of power. It killed every beast in the garden and nearly stunned me. I then ran back downstairs, alerted the other guards, and returned here to find that the mirror had been taken.
Can I make a perception check to see if he's lying or not?
That would be insight.
Oh, okay. Can I do that then?
What is magic?
If you recognize the kind of magic he's talking about. Oh, sure, you can do both.
I have proficient arcana. Can I help you? I'll
Can you
give you a zap for guidance.
point out where they said the guy just jumped out of the wall at?
So he kind of walks up, and he looks around for a moment, and he steps once to the side, then looks kind of to his left, and then points straight at a spot right about here.
Is there? I'm gonna pull out a pair of goggles from my bag and activate them to detect magic. And looking around here and in the spot as well, is there any trace of anything?
Okay, first I'm going to resolve the Arcana roll. This does not sound like a kind of magic you're familiar with. So as you pull out the goggles, looking through them, you find you find it very difficult to see out of them. It's as though they're not working quite properly. You tinker with them a bit, but it seems as though they're not as effective as they ought to be here.
Oh, gonna ask the priest, does this chamber have any sort of effect against magic?
He says that it is a tendency of the temple to be a very difficult place to command magic. Its innate power here sort of draws energy from the surrounding world.
That
That
would
case-
explain why something that goes through wall still had to pick the lock.
Hmm.
The
So-
ghost must have been very powerful.
Could be a very powerful ghost, or could be a red herring of sorts.
I was gonna say, I was gonna come over here and like do some sort of check on the wall to see if it's like he went through the wall when he just like opened a door in the wall. Can I do some sort of check for that?
You can do investigation over there, and Itchy, I believe you were trying to do an an insight on this guy.
Yeah, I am. Let me open the. Let me roll it. Wait a second. Wait, it's not opening. 1 second. Okay.
Okay, Hermes, you see no sort of secret panel here. You don't identify any possible secret means of egress from this room other than the obvious stairs.
Gotcha. All right.
Ichiban, you cannot imagine why this man or any other man would lie.
So
Why would
what?
people lie?
So just to be sure, what Gorak said is that he saw something come into the tower. He followed, and then saw that the mirror was gone, and then went outside. The thing screeched, and a bunch of things died, and he almost died. Or did I get something wrong?
No, he says he saw something fleeing from this room go up through the tower, and then on the top floor in the gardens, it screeched and killed all the beasts and nearly killed him.
I'm gonna do. Can I do some sort of check on like where the stand? Like I'm assuming this thing where I'm next to is the stand, where the mirror
Yes.
was. Do some sort of check. Can I do like an Arcana check on the stand?
Oh, you certainly can.
I have good Arcana.
Oh my god.
Nice.
They shouldn't have dragged us
Not if
before
I
our
rolled good.
investigation.
So your investigation of the stand, you do see symbols that you recognize as arcane, but you're not quite sure what they're about. The priest does extend his help as he is eager to help you however he can, and explains that the pedestal has no independent significance, but it is important that the mirror sit here and watch the door, because anyone who were to pass the door would have to fall in the mirror's gaze, and if that happened, they would be subjected to the mirror's judgment. If they were not completely pure of heart, they would be stricken dead.
Then that means either whoever took this was somebody that the mirror considered good of heart, or
That's bullshit.
there's some other way in here.
I mean, let's be serious. Like, there could be a chance that it was someone good of heart, because getting us out of our lines of business won't interest someone good of heart, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we're the bad guys.
We're not that bad.
I'm trying to be direct here.
Mm.
Mm.
Find out that
So,
it's like the goodest Azimar paladin who
can
did
I
this.
ask the priest how big is the mirror?
He tells you that the mirror is not exceptionally large. It is about 1 by 2 feet.
Oh,
It's
okay, almost my size.
a hand mirror.
Well, wait. What if it? Hermes writes this all, tries to write this as concisely as possible, but he essentially says like, what if the mirror considers any being that is like holy as of heart? So it might have been like an evil angel of some kind, and it still read it as good of heart.
The priest says that he doesn't think that's the case. An evil being, even if the being was pure, would still fall to the mirror. The mirror only allows the truly good to survive. It's how we know the Lord Protector is a true and honest man.
The
Maybe
same
maybe
true
they
and
came
honest man that let gangs run free.
Hey, that's pretty good in my book.
The guy kind of bristles at that.
You got a problem with your boss? I mean, look, you can turn on your leave. You don't have to be here.
Does the mirror has any other power beside
Wait,
striking people that are not good?
but do you think it's possible that the mirror was taken from the back, or does it has to, it has to face, right? The mirror still has to face the person. What if they take it from the backside?
He says that would be possible. It is how this mirror has historically been moved, but someone would have to get behind it with the mirror facing the door.
I'm gonna check the. Can I check these walls? I don't know if somebody's already did this, but I'm gonna try and investigate these walls.
I'll give you guidance for that.
Also,
Okay.
how high is the ceiling?
Okay, the ceiling is about 8 feet high in here. The walls, We can get that insight check or investigation.
One
Okay.
second.
Do I give you investigation?
Yeah, I can add a D4 from the guidance, and you feel a little zap.
Ooh.
Yes.
You don't find any secret means of egress, but you're starting to feel pretty confident that that's not a failure of your detective abilities. You believe that there's no other way out of this room.
Can I ask Gorak what was the word of power that the creature said?
The power that killed everyone. What could it be?
He kind of looks away for a moment and scrunches his eyes, and he says, I can't really remember.
Hmm.
Yes, he is.
Can I insight if he's like hiding something or if he really doesn't remember?
Sure, you can.
Okay, no guidance for that because it's instant insight. Ooh,
Damn.
tell me
Ooh.
everything.
So,
20.
Gorik genuinely doesn't remember, but you're noticing that he did the same damn thing when he told you the rest of the story. He doesn't remember anything.
He has
Ah.
amnesia. He's a werewolf. He did it at night. He did it while he was not alive. Wait, no, that wouldn't work because he saw. Never mind.
Okay, I think it's time to bring out the persuader. I'm gonna bring out my mace and I'm gonna look at this guy and say, okay, I feel like I've not been very truthful to us. Tell me how much you remember from that night.
I might have dispel magic.
Well, you like, can I like tell Hermes like maybe he has like some drug effect in his body, something that maybe he was drugged. That's why he's seeing things.
Yeah, that's why that's what I was thinking. Like maybe if I could like take some blood and do some sort of test on it.
His boots do not enter this room.
I'm gonna go up and essentially just ask if I can get some blood from him.
Wait, hold on. How does he respond to my bringing out a weapon?
He touches his own weapon as you do that, but so what exactly do you say to him?
I feel like you haven't been completely truthful to us. What did you really see that night? What do you remember?
I don't think he.
As you bring up his memory, his hand gets a little tighter on the blade, and he then finally lets it go. And he says, I'm not really sure. I woke up on the floor. I cleaned up my. I got up, and everyone was panicking.
So where did the story about the flying shadow come from?
The other guards said that that's what I told them when I sounded the alarm. I don't remember. I must have come back down here and collapsed.
Okay, Hermes is all yours.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go over and like ask if I can take some can I get some blood holding out a vial and my dagger.
He looks uncertain about that, but he does allow you to draw his blood.
Yeah, I just take enough to fill the vial about halfway, and then can I do some sort of like nature check to see, or some sort of like medicine or nature check to see if I can like, figure out if there was like his blood is tainted with something?
Alchemist supplies?
Yeah,
I'd call it medicine advantage if you have proficiency in alchemy supplies.
I do. So I'm gonna go advantage in medicine. Ooh, that's
18, right?
that's a. Is that a 20 or is that a?
No,
18?
the 2 is already on it. If you put your
Added. Got it.
yeah, if
Hover the
you
number, you'll see it.
yeah, if you hover your the numbers show 16 plus 2.
Yeah, I got you. All right,
Did
thank
you have exhaustion?
No, I didn't. I rolled a 15 on my Constitution save.
Okay, so you get that 18. You are confident that this man has been poisoned.
I like turn as quickly and write as fast as I can. It's like he's been drugged with something. That's why he can't remember. Can I tell what like? Can I tell if like it's from my group, like if it's some proprietary blend that we use, or if it's just some like forget me not kind of poison.
It's hard to tell exactly what happened to him to pin it down to a specific substance, but he was given something that would have rendered him unconscious.
Okay, we can get more information about this. Do you still have the dead bodies of the people who died at the night?
No.
He says that the beasts on the roof were untouched; they remain there.
Then what did the guy meant by is screeching a bunch of things died? Did nothing die?
The beasts on the roof, they are upstairs, dead, and no one's moved them.
Oh, okay, let's take a look. Let's have
Let's go
Hermes
look at
take a look at
these.
the beasts.
Yeah. This dude is not really useful so far.
I mean, he's given us.
Can we also check the priest blood?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I get some of yours too?
I mean, he hasn't been useless because now we know that the shadow is a red herring.
Let's just ask real quick.
The priest is happy to help you and offers you his blood.
All right, and can I do the same check?
Yes, you can.
Well, now that I'm seeing you do this, I'll give you a jolt for guidance.
Oh, baby.
You see no suggestion that the priest was exposed to poison.
Good to
Huh.
know.
I know that the guard had it, but the priest didn't.
Can we ask him before we go, like, what did if he remembered if he ate anything?
Yeah, if you remember, like somebody he met unusually that gave him food or something.
Or someone he knows, so it's okay as well.
Yeah.
He says that he didn't eat anything strange. He went somewhere before work, and then he came in and he started his shift.
When was he stationed exactly before everything went down?
He says he was stationed in the room directly beside the door to the vault.
Sorry, directly beside what?
Beside the door into the vault.
Okay.
And where did you go before work?
He says that he went briefly, very briefly, to the Stone Cyclops. He says it's a place he sometimes goes before work. It's not as though he's there all the time.
Do any of us know what the Stone Cyclops is?
Yes. Emmy, you would know that the Stone Cyclops is a dive bar. Yes, it is.
Yeah, so we know a place to go after this now. We'll check out the Stone Cyclops after we finish checking upstairs.
Has the room next to the vault been touched at all?
You can see that it's been walked through, including by you, but you don't see anything else unusual.
Oh, this room here, you mean?
Yes, so this room is where you have to enter through. People have been walking through here, including the guards and you, but you don't see anything especially out of place.
Okay. Okay, my character wouldn't know much about poisons. So Hermes, he could have eaten poison, he could have smelled poison.
Hermes lets you know that for actually I guess I'll ask the GM. Does Hermes know that like amnesia potions are specific to like consumption, or can it be any type?
You know that there are many ways to introduce a poison. One thing you'll know, however, is that during your investigation of his blood, you discovered he was subject to something that would knock him out, not necessarily something that would alter or erase his memory.
Oh, maybe he just went down, bashed his head.
He could have gotten. He could have just been roofied.
Yeah, but like, how won't they get him like a dart smelling things?
Drugs that would incapacitate you could be put in pretty much anything. Like Hermes starts like showing you like he's like got examples. He's got like
No,
this type.
you don't have to. You don't have to show it. I just wanted to know.
Sure,
Wait,
I don't
Alex,
need
This will knock
examples.
you out with just powder. I'll throw it in people's face. They'll just
No,
like under. Shoo.
No,
we're
no,
out
no.
of time, guys.
Can I?
Yeah, I'd like to do an insight check on Abby
Ooh.
because
Begin.
it's in his territory and he has been really slow. I'm not telling you. I'm just watching you and doing an
The-
insight check.
I mean, he does have a heat stroke.
Yeah, you don't
Because
know that he's doing this. You don't know
technically
that
you
he's
are
doing this.
suspicious.
Yeah, like as he's saying these things, he's melting on the floor.
Roll the insight.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So, Ebby, what did he discover about you with that insight roll?
What? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
does Epsilon tells us? Is the question.
He's suspicious of this.
Yeah, I'm going to tell the rest of the group that I think that Abby is hiding something. I think that is suspicious.
Abby,
can
what
you
do you
also
have to
check-
say for yourself?
But is it
What?
your
Is it
group?
someone you know? Bit of trolling.
Our lives in the line, Abby. Tell us everything.
Yeah, I mean, this is against his group's goal, right? They don't want to get obliterated. Can I?
They could
This is
have
just bad for everyone. I highly
negotiated
doubt.
something.
Does Hermes know if this poison is fast acting or slow acting from the roll he got before?
It was yeah.
It's a-
I'd say you know that it was probably quite quick acting.
Ooh, okay, so it wasn't the Cyclops.
Yeah, so he must
I
have
mean, he
gotten
went
something.
briefly just before. It could have been.
Well, you actually came from right by the Victory Ward. It took you about 2.5 hours to get down here from the Shrine of Zana. Would have taken him about 2 hours.
Yeah, and there's no way if this is a fast acting, the fastest acting could happen almost immediately. So it's unlikely that it was something he drank and then got here. Besides, he said he was standing guard.
Okay,
It's a potential that he and like Hermes turns to the guys like, did you get like food there and bring it here, or did you just go there, get a drink, and come here?
He kind of blushes as you ask that. He says that he didn't bring any food here.
Okay.
why are you blushing? Don't make this weird.
Wait, specify food because do we drink on the job?
He kind of tightens his expression as you ask that, and he says that he's a consummate professional.
Mm.
I want to do an inside check to see
I
if
was
he
gonna
I want
say,
lies.
inside
yeah,
check.
use an inside check.
Yeah, group inside check on the man blushing. Okay,
Give me
7.
insight.
I got nothing.
I'm hitting him with an insight check as well.
It was the inciting maybe.
Oh my god, he's an oyster. I got nothing from him.
Wait, do I get insight as well? 1 second.
I'm going to.
Why do
Take,
we all
Come
suck?
on!
so I'm only
This is
going to take
nothing
the.
at all.
Oh man.
I'm only going to take the first roll, and a 7 beats a 3. This
Hey.
man was drinking on the job.
Oh my god.
Piece of shit.
Ah,
Wait, wait, hold on. Who was drinking on the job?
Gorik.
Oh.
Hey, he wasn't drunk. Was he? Is it just that his blood alcohol level was high and he just got blackout drunk on the job?
You so your test didn't reveal alcohol in a substantial concentration, which would tell you that he's not drunk now. It's unlikely he was drunk to the point of passing out a few hours ago.
Oh, okay. He might have been drugged. I was gonna say. He just
I
got
would like
blackout
to.
drunk at work.
I would like to ask the priest if he knew that his most important guard was drinking on a job.
okay. Don't ruffle feathers. We don't.
I just
can-
want to know if it's
They can
accepted.
punish this guy after. Okay. Okay, Gorik, do you still have the thing you were drinking before?
Like, do you get the container or something? I can check the. If I can get like direct samples, I could probably figure out where it comes from.
He looks very unhappy, but he hands you a flask.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that. Let me.
Okay, I give you the chalk again.
Is this also medicine or is this something else?
I'd call it medicine.
Alright, cool. Medicine with advantage. I'm gonna go ahead and roll that. Yeah. Is that not
Yes.
right? Is that not how you roll it?
This
It's
flask
the
is-
slash before there.
There's a space between nothing. A space between.
You can also just click the D4 on the pop-out sidebar there.
God.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you
the
not
other one.
do well with the venison?
No, I just rolled a 1 and now I'm about to roll my medicine.
Come on, big bro. Yeah, 20.
Yes!
Oh, you got advantage? Okay.
Yes, this is definitely full of poison. The flask is mostly empty, but the substance that remains has been contaminated with a powerful sedative. Because you have it in its pure form now, you know that this is just something that would knock him out. It would not cause memory loss.
Okay. Yeah. Hermes' turns is like the guy was roofied. Which means either somebody at the Stone Cyclops just didn't like him, or this was an active plan to let somebody else in.
This must have been, yeah, it seems planned because Abby said that someone picked the lock.
Gotta go ask some. Like, we gotta go ask some questions.
But the question is, if they took the flask here, they could have passed out at any moment because the person who was waiting to pick the lock couldn't know when this guy was gonna pass out. So where was this guy? Where was this robber checking if the guy was passed out yet or not?
So he gets really fed up at that, and he says, "It's just not a big deal. It's a little bit of pear wine. I'm a half orc. It has no effect on me." He kind of shrugs. He says he doesn't really tell anybody about it. He likes to go to the Stone Cyclops because it's a very poorly frequented bar. He just likes to pop in, grab a quick drink or a bite, and then fill his flask with some very cheap, very light pear wine, and then take his shift. It keeps him bright. It does not make him drunk. He does not have a problem.
No, it's okay. We understand this was not on the alcohol. You were completely drugged. It was out of your control. Was there a chance someone touched the flask after you left the inn?
He thinks about it, and he shakes his head. His flask is always on his person. It's very sentimental. He wouldn't have let anybody touch it.
Hmm.
He thinks about it for a moment and he says, "No, it was really just a very light crowd, even for the Stone Cyclops. It was the bartender and maybe one or two other people."
We're probably not going to get too much more out of him because
Yeah,
he's
but
here
we
most
got
of the time.
we
We
got a
should
lot.
yeah, we got a lot of information. We might want to go to the Stone Cyclops and ask a little more.
Do
Well,
you want to
first we need to
look
go on
at?
the roof.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
check
to the
the
roof.
animals. Yeah.
There were boot tracks leading up to it. You mean like what boots they were?
Yeah, size.
Oh, yes. They were. Yeah, they were a pretty average-sized foot.
Damn. I was hoping it was very tiny or very big guy.
They don't gotta have roller wheels in them, right?
Are you
You,
wondering if you did the crime without knowing?
you
Oh my
don't
God.
see any Healy marks. The only thing unusual about the prints is the suggestion that some kind of cloth was dragged, like a cape.
Okay, let's go look at some dead animals then.
Let's go check the roof.
Yeah. Just as we are leaving, I would like to do a persuasion check on Gorak to tell him he has a problem with alcohol and he should be ashamed of himself.
The persuasion check just to shade on him.
Dude, I'm dying because of him.
Give me persuasion.
Damn.
Gorak,
You are a piece of shit, man.
Yeah,
Gorak says he definitely doesn't have a problem, but he'll go to some meetings if you leave him alone. Sure, whatever.
there you go. Grind.
So you go upstairs. The guards are still there waiting to assist you if they can. The tower has 3 other levels that go upwards.
Yeah, that's down.
Yes, the 3 other levels of the tower.
Ooh.
Oh.
And then the rooftop, there is a garden. There are a number of dead giant lizards greeting you as you enter the garden.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
they're our cousins.
close
Damn.
enough.
Not your
Oh my God.
cousins.
I'm so big.
Yeah. How
So-
big are they?
So I want to ask the priest. I don't know if he's following us, but are these pets or just who are these alligators or crocodile?
He says these beasts were a gift from a visiting noble, and they have guarded the garden ever since they were gifted because of their tendency to remain aggressive to unknown threats and to attack silently, unlike some other beasts.
I see. I see. Okay, let's check the body, guys. Let's check see how they're killed.
I'll give you a guidance to whoever checks the
So,
body.
a cursory glance at the bodies shows that their manner of death was probably unpleasant. There is blood leaking from the eyes and ears and mouths of the creatures.
It seems like poison. Yeah. Can we can I ask Hermes like to identify what kind of poison is being used?
To check.
He says that they are typically summoned to the rear of the garden, and quantities of meat are then placed where they are not standing. They are then free to feed without causing any possible injuries to those trying to feed them. He says that the beasts generally eat the offcuts from the same butcher who provides food for the rest of the tower.
No, not wisdom save.
He says the butcher Kelvin is the source for their meat. He says they don't really use any specific runner.
I think we will have to go outside for the butcher, right?
Probably. He's a little iffy on inviting a butcher into this sacred place. He barely remembers why he agreed to let you all in here. It's causes a big ceremony every time the gates are open. There is the tolling of huge bells and a singing. It's a very sort of obnoxious thing if it's not done when strictly necessary. He says the the only way in is through the gate. The gate is only opened with great ceremony, and the gate is only open to allow the changing of the guard or the introduction of guests for a special event. When the high prelates or lower visiting priests are in attendance, they generally sync it up so they're coming in as the guard is changing. He says that there's not really a list of people, but anybody who was in the structure for the incident has been requested to remain. All the guards are still here, as is the principal vault guard. The prelate was not here at the time, but has entered and kind of enforced this quarantine since then. He says it would have been Wadrick who fed them.
I was gonna say, you guys go talk to Wadrick. Hermes rolled a 21 on the medicine to see what kind of poison might have done this to these creatures.
You're able to find traces of the toxin, and you understand that it is a exceptionally deadly hemotoxin that would have taken effect probably in seconds after it was applied. The application route was probably through the nose and the mouth. It was almost certainly an aerosol or a powder.
Hmm. So it wasn't. He turns and says it wasn't the meat.
Are there any other tracks near the beasts that match the description of the tracks in the vault?
Give me survival.
Survival.
Yeah, dust of some kind.
Yep, 15.
Spider was not wearing a cape, but it's possible that he was born with a cape and was wearing clothes over it, or took off the cape at some point.
Hmm. Yeah, but
No,
like,
Hermes writes. It's like it's not. It's extremely common to use aerosol poison since it's easy to hide.
So with that survival check, you do find boot prints about the size that you saw in the vault. There is no indication of a cape here, though.
do the guards wear capes?
Only Gorik.
What do you mean only Guruk? Why don't the okay? Can I ask the priests why only Guruk was wearing a cape and not the other guards?
The priest says that all of the guards wear mantles, but only Gorik wears the full cape. But Gorik's cape doesn't touch the ground. The marks in the vault were from a cloth touching the ground.
Do
Yeah.
the do the priests wear capes? What's their uniform?
It might not. We're thinking it's a cape. It could be
Like dragging a
long
bag, right?
robes. I was
Oh,
thinking
that's
long
fair.
robes.
Could we see a guard's shoe maybe and see if they leave the same prints as the ones that are nearby the beasts?
Yes. Wadrick is summoned, and his shoes are offered you to inspect. The shape is the same. The size is not.
Ooh.
Oh, so maybe the person was disguised as a guard.
Is it bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
Bigger.
Okay.
Are all the guards the same race, or are they a mix of different races?
There is a mix with Gorak being a half-orc, Wadrick's a human, and then the other ones you have to pull up a sheet for.
So what's the uniform for the priests?
The priests wear fairly simple robes, but the High Prelate wears much more elaborate robes, which do drag a bit lower, but don't really drag the ground.
Mm. So it could be that someone took a disguise that was bigger than they were, and that's why it was dragging. Maybe.
Only Gorik was wearing a full cape. I saw him when he came outside to tell us that he'd witnessed the shadow fly through the roof and kill the beasts.
He
Okay,
was,
so
he was conscious enough to tell them that,
yeah, but
then
that was
was suddenly blacked out, and he doesn't really remember saying that.
no. I think he was unconscious. The incident happened, and then he woke up and was like, "Guys, I saw a shadow."
Well, Gorak told you he did not remember saying that. He had to kind of think about his story through the lens of what the other guards told him he said.
It means somebody was dressed up as Gorik. Was pretending to be Gorik.
How tall is the temple exactly?
The temple is very tall.
Is there any other tall construction around?
Not of this height. There's a pretty good view of down of the rooftops in the area.
Because if someone left from the roof, they could have glided down.
Yeah, why won't they kill these lizards? Like they poisoned the guard, stole the mirror, and then why kill the lizards? You know?
Well, apparently they escaped through the roof, so I suspect they glided down.
How
Zip line?
are gliding technology common here? Like
No,
no.
maybe using zip line, like a rope.
Hmm.
Yeah, we
Sure.
could
Yeah, we
inspect the side
Uh,
of the.
We'll search the area. You try to put your feet in the water a little, see if you recover. Yeah, you're looking kind of sluggish in the more literal sense of the word.
Yeah, also, maybe is zip lines or stuff like this common in your gang?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
poisons.
yeah.
Not making the best case for yourself.
Like, for example, if you were to have to escape from this place, how would you do it?
Wait, but magic doesn't work well here. Can you do your disguise self so we can see what happens?
Yeah, try to disguise as Gorak. Wait,
Show us.
how tall is Gorak? Because
The
he could be more than 1 foot taller than you.
Yeah, can you be a tiny Gorak?
Because you are a kobold and he is an elf orc, so you might be not tall enough
As
to disguise Gorak.
yeah, tiny
That
Gorak
would
coming
explain
out.
why the cape was touching the ground.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So you turn yourself. You attempt to turn yourself into a tiny Gorak to presumably mock the man you've called an alcoholic, and you find it.
No, I called him alcoholic.
You find it a little hard to just start with, and after you're finished, you don't really feel like it's convincing. You've been able to sort of project this illusion, but it looks very obviously fake.
Like even from a distance?
Yes, if anything, the sort of magical aura about this makes it look even more suspicious.
Oh. So whoever did this really did with no magic.
Yeah, they may have not disguised it themselves.
Yeah, they
So-
really have to do
Maybe
actual
they were
stolen
invisible.
clothes. Let's do what the person suggested before and investigate the roof for any zip lines or anything out of interest, really.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
who's
investigate.
chief investigator here to get us up?
I mean, who
I
has
have
good investigation? I have
And
plus
isn't
4.
exhausted, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'm exhausted. Fuck.
I have proficiency +3.
this
I
stuff
have
up here.
+4, but I'm exhausted, so...
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I
Okay.
can help you too.
Okay. Well, whoever gets helped, I'll give you a zap with the guidance.
Okay. So...
So you roll a d4 and add to that. Uh, 16.
Pretty nice.
Do I find anything?
One second. Yes, you find fairly benign little defects in some of the sort of exterior walls surrounding this garden. A little piece of the masonry has been chipped, and there's dust suggesting that it was chipped fairly recently. But then beside it, there is a slight scratch into the surface, and these things are fairly benign to most people. But you've been around enough criminals to know what it looks like when a grappling hook misses its mark and is attempted again.
Oh! Oh!
Hey,
Wait,
there we
what
go.
map? What part of the map? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, he had to do it multiple times to
mm.
get
So
it.
so it looks like someone threw a grappling hook. It slipped and broke a bit of masonry. Then they threw it again in the same spot, right about here.
Okay.
Okay, what's under here? Looking now.
Looking down, you see a huge drop, then the courtyard, then the barrier wall, and then outside that wall is a pretty blank featureless space. Unless you want to give me a perception check.
I'll give you a perception check. Yes, with our powers combined, we could be a average person.
Roll a
Ooh!
6.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Sheesh.
You
Bam.
see in this empty space a large amount of kind of foliage, and the way it's been kind of mushed down makes you think someone has spent extended periods of time sitting there.
Oh, so that's what they're doing. They were waiting there for the poison to take effect.
Ooh.
And then they threw the grappling hook, killed the things with a stinky bomb, and went down.
Oh no. This all has a lot to do with poison. But can Hermes do some sort of like memory to see if there was somebody in his group that like left at like a odd time the night before?
Do you guys have like ledgers for poisons you sell, or?
I believe like if we're selling it, then we have like receipts that we give to the person so they know that they spent the money. But for like the people that work there, like the people that actually make the drugs, if they make it, they don't need a receipt to just take it. Especially if somebody was like working on it themselves, they could just grab it and leave.
I'm going to say you don't need any kind of roll to know that nobody suddenly disappeared at a time you wouldn't expect them to.
I have a question. Is it well known that Gorak is the guard of the vault?
He's not famous, if that's what you're asking.
How often does Gorak change shifts with other people?
The priest explains that Gorak works the night shift just about every night.
Ooh.
And how many sets of guards normally do you cycle through, or is it just one person that cycles through?
Only one person holds the position of guard of the vault, and that person is the one who, on the given shift, will stand at attention until their shift is relieved.
Um,
Okay. Where does this drop again, Brian?
So straight down, it's into the courtyard, but at more of an angle over the wall. There's kind of a open lot,
Open what?
an open space.
Oh, and that's hold on. There's a courtyard, and then there's a open space. Open space on the courtyard.
Um, Nothing really overlooking it. So the basic idea is that you have this tower. Down under the tower is a walled-in courtyard, and beyond that wall is an open expanse of grass.
Ah. So the person could have been throwing. We could. How high are the walls outside? I mean, the wall specifically this way.
They're quite high. Even with a silk rope, it would be hard for a grappling hook to carry enough line up to this height.
Hmm.
mm,
Okay, so the grappling hook. So they
Well,
got
you
in with the guard
spotted a
shift.
place where they stayed long.
are we sure that they escaped through the roof, or did they arrive through the roof?
I think they arrived, right? Because
they
of
arrived
the
through the roof.
grappling hook marks.
Yeah.
could have
So what they
left
must
too.
have done was they gave the poisoned drink to Goric, grapple hooked up here, waited for what they thought the poison to take effect was, and
Stink bomb.
stink
Yeah,
bombed all the lizards,
the
snuck
lizards.
in, and then it's just a case of like how they got around whatever guards would have been
Yeah.
inside.
They picked the lock, got the mirror, came back up here, and went down the grappling hook.
Yeah. Then it just comes to a case of like
No, because
what the mirror would consider as good of heart.
no, because if they went down here, there wants to be a rope. So they went up here with the grappling, took the grappling hook,
Yeah.
and they left through downstairs door.
Yeah, I think they would have left from somewhere else then.
Also, they lost their cape on the way.
They could,
Because
I mean, they could have escaped off the grappling hook again because I think you can unhook a grappling hook.
Oh yeah, from under. Yeah.
At the bottom, you just hit it with a whip and it just comes undone.
Oh yeah, that's
the,
fair.
the tracks up here didn't add the cape, right?
No, the tracks here don't have the cape marks.
So they either got the cape on the way or they lost it on the way.
We could look through the guard like belongings.
We
Some
can
option.
go. I'd like to go down there, where the grappling hook looks like it landed, and see if we can find the same marks.
Hmm.
Should we split up and one check the lockers, the other check the ground where the grappling hook would have been?
Sure.
Sound good to
Okay.
me.
I don't recommend splitting.
Abby, wanna come with me and check the lockers?
I will come with you because I need to stay focused on the priests. or he will freak out.
Sure. This way the priest stays with all of us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that.
Okay, so who's checking the locker?
I think we're all checking the lockers, and then we're all going outside.
Yeah, we
Still
will tell
some
as a
of the
group.
party.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
So you are shown to the sort of armory of the tower. A space on the second floor, or third floor, where the guards keep their belongings. They indicate they don't really have a bunch of spare sets lying around. It's usually the case that people appear before the tower armed and armored and ready for their shift.
Mm. So they're able to take their uniforms back home with them.
The guard specifically. Gavin says that he can't recall anyone losing a uniform. That would be a horrible dishonor.
Yeah, a bit like drinking on your job.
Heyo.
Give him a break.
Yeah.
I don't do it
I
because
don't do it.
alcohol next to a forge is bad, but
Yeah, who's we?
Hermes
do we have
holds
to
up a
take you to
sign, I prefer
fantasy
drugs.
AA too?
Oops.
Yes.
You'd
Gavin,
sound more
like
you'd sound more convincing if you weren't melting into the ground right now. I was in the furnace, I'm fine. I'm constantly in furnaces actually.
Gavin doesn't really understand why you're wasting your time up here. You should be exploring the ghost angle. There's no way that a person could have slipped by all the guards in the tower at that time.
Gorak, I'm
Unless-
trying to help you, but if you say ghost one more time, I swear I swear to father.
If it yeah.
Oh, that is Gavin. Gavin says that Gorak told him that the ghost had attacked, that he needed to go alert other personnel and to go check on Bravik in the upper tower.
Hold on,
Uh,
who? Check on who?
Bravik, one of the other guards.
My question to the guard, not Gorik, the other guard. What did Gorik seem weird when he talked to you? Like glazed over eyes, or slightly different mannerisms?
Well, he was definitely hurt from being attacked by the ghost. He was kind of hunched over. He was clearly panicking, but that was about it.
Can I look at Gorak? Is Gorak
say-
wounded?
Gorik isn't wounded. Also, Gorik doesn't remember telling you that.
Gorak, take off your shirt. We're inspecting you.
Gorik removes his breastplate for your inspection. He has no injuries. And he does report that when he came back to consciousness, he was not in pain.
Oh. So it was a fake Gorak.
Of course. And the only person we know that could fake something that well is Ebby. Who is you.
yeah.
It
and
was
you know
you,
how to break locks
Jacques.
and grappling hook. Maybe
Oh, you have
maybe he
half movement
failed
speed.
his disguise on purpose not to be suspicious.
Yeah, how good are you with makeup?
Hermes,
Wait.
do you have a drop that
Mm,
forces people to tell the truth?
Abby, would you give me your weapons in good faith? No? Why do you need them? We are just inspecting stuff.
You could always try to give Ebby to the spider and see if that doesn't get you some antidote.
I keep that
Yeah,
as a
that's
plan B.
yeah. Let's try playing C because if that doesn't work, then we've lost a person to help us investigate.
Okay, hold on.
Let's see.
Gavin is the other guard?
Yes, Gavin.
Okay, Gavin, he told you to watch out for the ghost and then talk to Gravok. Who is Gravok and where is he?
He says Bravik was in the upper tower.
Can somebody go get him?
Yeah, did you go talk to Gravok after you were told, or did you go sound the alarm?
He says that he did go to Bravik. Bravik was fine. He did not know why the alarm was being sounded.
Did and then Hermes holds up air quotes around this piece of paper he has. Did Gorik say where he was going next?
Could you just write down the quotes?
He could, but he doesn't.
Respected.
Oh, it's around the piece of paper.
Is he
He's,
holding the paper in his mouth?
Yes.
He says
He's wearing a
that
mask. He can't.
Gorik said he had to go get help. That Lucius was already guarding the vault, and to go speak to Bravik.
Lucius.
We gotta get every
Yeah, we gotta
we
get
gotta get
Lucius.
every guard. We gotta find where every guard is and bring them here now.
They were waiting downstairs to talk to you together, and you walked past them to investigate.
That's what I was like, we should have stayed and talked.
So
Should we all go downstairs and talk to these guards instead of huddling up in this room?
So the guards all join you for a huddle, and then you tell them to go back down into the lower temple, and they do.
Okay, do any of them have a what's the word? Hunch?
Yeah, and how big are they? Because they need to be bigger than a human.
Wait, Gavin said he had a hunch, and did he have any blood on him? Or
When you say hunch, you mean like they're bent over?
oh, he just said they were bent over. Okay.
Because Gavin believes it was almost certainly the ghosts, because there's no way a person could have snuck past them, especially if they were wearing guards' armor. If Gorik was out of area, everyone would have noticed.
It's goddamn Gavin. His ghost theory.
Only
Nobody saw
Gorik
the
saw the
ghost.
ghost.
Okay, did anyone see where Gravok went after he came out and said to sound the alarm?
Gravik,
Quote unquote.
Bravik was in the tower. Gavin was told to go talk to him. Bravik didn't know why that would happen,
Yeah.
but then they both.
Sorry, they all have G names. Did anyone see where Gorik went after Gorik asked to sound the alarm?
Gorik went off to get help and told the only two guards outside to run upstairs.
So
Oh
he
my god,
went outside.
it's the perfect moment for him to disappear.
Yeah, that was
Drat.
so they did not live from the ceiling, I think.
Yeah.
And where was Lucius?
They
He was
just
up-
left by the door.
Lucius was in the tower. Gravis was told to go to the tower because Lucius was already inspecting the vault, but Lucius was not in the vault.
Has anyone seen Gorak come back after leaving?
No, they eventually found him after he came out of the vault.
Yes, so
Oh, that came out the second time.
that was definitely a disguise.
Which means we're looking for a half orc.
I mean,
because-
we are looking for someone tall.
We're
Because
looking for
the
somebody
guy-
who's half orc-ish because apparently, like, disguise.
Yeah, magic
These guys
disguise.
don't change your tracks.
Yeah, but they can
I don't
change.
think so.
You can use
Just
makeup to
your
change your
visual.
face and hair.
Yeah, but it doesn't change the tracks you leave. So they need to be at least.
Yeah, but
Big.
the tracks only give
Yeah.
us that it's a guy of average feet
Yeah,
size.
the
No,
tracks
it's
are
bigger
smaller.
because they were bigger than the other dude.
The tracks are bigger. They're pretty average. They're a little bit bigger than some of these guys, a little bit smaller. Gorik's feet are bigger than the tracks that left the weird
Okay,
prints.
okay.
So it could be that he was a smaller guy, but to look tall like Gorak, he was hunched over.
Wait, how does the mirror really work? Like, let's say you are covered in something. Would the mirror smite you? Because the cape were only downstairs, the cape tracks.
What happens if you walk into the room holding a mirror to the mirror?
The priest says that if your body was not reflected, you could not be judged.
Okay, so that explains why the cape tracks were only downstairs. They just wore something over them to get behind the mirror.
So did they cover up the mirror maybe with the cape and then?
Maybe
Yeah.
afterward, yes.
So the guy was hunched over. Gorak left. Fake Gorak left hunched over. Where was he
Wait.
holding the mirror? Because the mirror is 2 feet tall.
They wouldn't know because this guy is over what you do.
Maybe they just thought that this Gorik, quote unquote, was hunched over because it
Yeah,
was
because
just
it
a
was
person
Smaller.
shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he left, where was he holding the mirror? Because if the mirror is 2 feet tall.
Mm.
I mean,
I mean, 2 feet's, the size of a backpack
yeah.
Or a
And
cape.
if they
or a
had
cape.
these guys, it wouldn't show on them at all if they are just wearing it.
I mean, it wasn't like the mirror just grew legs and a cape and walked away.
Unless.
Unless
But
it's some
it meant
mimic.
it meant it was someone at least 1 foot smaller than Gurak if they had to be hunchback. Like Abby.
Abby is half his size.
Ebby's,
Yes,
that's
but-
the only thing I'm giving. Ebby is really short.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
but
Abby is too
maybe
short.
it could
but-
be 2 kobolds.
I was gonna say 3 kobolds in a trench coat would be about as tall as a regular person.
Let me go come over here for no reason.
Okay, but guys, we're wasting time. There's no way it's either me or Abby. Come on.
No,
Like-
but it's someone at least slightly 1 foot shorter than Golak.
Mm.
All right, should we
Just
explore?
slightly because
Should we do more investigating like outside? Because obviously they were able to like scoot past pretty much all the guards by using this disguise. So they probably wouldn't have hung around here very much.
Yeah,
We
let's
can
see if the
check.
grappling hook is still
Yeah, where the grappling hook was landing.
yeah,
Yeah.
from where they threw it.
You want to go to the spot where the grappling hook was thrown from?
Yes.
Where would have been thrown from?
We went to the rooftop already. Do you have memory loss too? Have you drank
From the
anything?
alcohol. Did go to the rooftop. That's what that maze was.
Yeah. Yeah, there
Yes,
are girls
we,
on the rooftop. Fancy people don't think too much. Yeah.
Yes. So the spot where the hook was thrown from is pretty nondescript. The only notable about it is that there's a large bit of foliage that looks to have seen recent occupation. Someone may have been sleeping here at one point.
Anything
Oh.
left behind, like sleeping bags? Potential wet spot where a restroom was used.
Yeah, fingerprints.
Well,
No, not really.
I was gonna
Wait,
say I
so
don't have chalk dust to like
I mean, I
fingerprint.
have
has
chalk.
been
It's just that we don't have a fingerprint database to use.
it has been thrown from inside the walls the walls
It was
here then.
it was thrown from outside the walls,
Okay.
but this spot is has very little else about it. It would have to be a substantial quantity of rope to do this, and it would take a really solid arm to fling it up there, unless it was super light.
Could have it been thrown by any kind of mechanism that would need time to be installed? Like a ballista?
That is a possibility. There's a question about things out of the area. There aren't any like bedrolls left around. The only thing you see is some just this little circle where somebody was, and they may have been here for quite a while. Some of these branches have grown strangely.
Can someone check for like hair, maybe?
Yeah, can I do some sort of like investigation check?
Sure can. What are you looking for?
Just like any biological, like hair, dandruff, even like if there's a spot that's somebody used the restroom or something.
Give me investigation.
I'll give you a guidance.
So advantage.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on. Okay. Okay.
So you see a little bit of disturbed ground here. Something was dug up or buried here.
Ooh. Can you add the D4? See if you get above 15, maybe.
It's a /R.
/R space 1D4.
There's also the sidebar that lets you quick roll.
Oh yeah, I
17.
see it.
With a 17, you recognize that the ground here has been dug up and recovered multiple times, probably over an extended period.
I'm assuming that's a restroom.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean,
Uh,
can we dig?
You don't know why a person would dig up their restroom. That's more of a dig it than cover it thing. This is something where the ground is very loose.
Oh.
It's been accessed multiple times.
I was gonna say, I think
Ooh.
I might. Do I have a shovel or something? I was gonna say I have like I have a Dungeoneer's pack, which I think has a shovel in it.
Okay, so you pull up your shovel as Ebby digs with his hands. It was a bathroom after all. No, you find a very dirty, rough spun sack.
In the bag.
What's in the bag?
In the bag, there are a few bits of non-matching, very rough clothes, a small bit of sharpened metal, gimp steel, they would call it in the streets, I suppose, where you're from. It's a kind of a handmade weapon. You also find some bits of cheese and moldy bread, half of an apple, a number of doodads, and a small container containing 2 platinum pieces.
Ooh. Okay. If
so
you guys take the platinum pieces and whatever else, I'm gonna look at these doodads.
Okay, so it's clothes, doodads, a metallic piece, and the money.
Yes, it's some very low quality, non matching clothes, a small weapon, some little various what look like broken pieces of trash, and then these very high denomination coins in a special carrying case.
Hmm.
Does the weapon have any like symbols? Like, can I identify if that's like one of ours?
Is it just like a shiv?
Yeah, it's pretty much a shiv.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
just a piece of metal that somebody sharpened to make like a
Yeah.
shiv.
Um,
The coins, do they look to be like like? Is this like coinage used within the gangs, or is this like empirical money?
This is very fancy folk money. This is fresh off the mint money.
Ooh. So this was either robbed like from the mint, like if it was from somebody who just got freshly paid, or whoever did this got paid with this and is probably going to come back for it.
why won't they bury the money again?
Because they,
Well,
if they left to hold on to this mirror until our time runs up, and they'll just come back for it, grab it, and bail.
Could I check if the platinum pieces are a forgery or if they're the real thing?
Yes, you can.
Ooh, it's a good
Ooh.
one.
Is that investigation?
Yes.
Okay, and I have proficiency. Okay, so that'll be an advantage roll, right?
I'd say advantage if you have forge tools.
Uh, I don't have any forging tools on me right now.
Proficiency.
Oh, I do, yes.
Okay, that's advantage.
Okay, advantage.
These are the real McCoy. These are the kind of coins you would get from withdrawing directly from the Imperial Bank or something like that.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, so these doodads are they literally just pieces of trash, or does this look like an item that was taken apart?
It looks like several items that have been kind of taken apart or broken. There's what you recognize clearly as the fragments of an old oil lamp. There's a number of what look like kind of toys that have been had very crude efforts made to repair them.
Mm.
Can you put them together and I'll do a mending on one of them?
Try and put the toys together.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it's a clue.
Putting them together is a little bit easy. You're apparently better at this than whoever did it before, but you're able to divine no insidious purpose. There are little odds and ends like a dragon that opens its mouth when you push its tail, things like that.
All right. So the biggest things about this is we have these two high dollar platinum pieces. This like shiv that they made from some metal, which we might need to figure out where they could have gotten this metal, and clothes. Though the clothes, it's all mismatched, so we wouldn't be able to track where that comes from.
Yeah, like what kind of metal is it? Is it like the soft kind of metal you'd use for like cooking utensils, or hard you'd use for fences?
Your guess is that this may have been a piece of silverware at one point.
Oh,
Oh, so they sharpened a butter knife,
More or less,
yeah.
yeah.
more or less. So. And there doesn't seem to be any like in the container that had the platinum pieces. There's not like any name or anything on anything, even if it's just like a brand or something.
Yeah, do any of you have like ways to see the like hidden signs or something?
I have a spell for that. I might.
I think there is one to make signs, but not like look for one.
Mm,
What could
No.
this be?
So there's nothing obviously weird about the container. It has slots for additional coins. It only has the two in there at this point, and has no obvious markings on it.
Hmm. Should we hold on to the coins? It's money, but
I mean, unless we plan to stake out this place, I don't see why not.
we could stake out. I mean, we only have like what? Now we have like 20 hours left.
Yeah, we don't have time to just wait for a maybe.
I mean, we could leave. I don't know. We could leave one person here to watch, and then the
Not
rest of
Eddie.
us. I don't know. The person that did this is obviously more about sneaking than they were about more about like covert ops stuff than they are about actively being aggressive. So we probably wouldn't need to leave a great fighter, but somebody who might be able to be
I
good
mean,
against
they still
poison.
had a lot of poison and stuff, so they
Yeah.
could be dangerous still.
I mean, I could. And Hermes holds up. People would be like, I could stay. Because he's
That hangout is more or less beneath the notice of your folk. You occasionally tax the guy, but you don't touch it too much. The guy's name is Aslan, and he is really just an old blind guy trying to make a penny in his last days. Whose passive perception is above 13?
Zact 13.
Yeah, and 12 too.
Wait, you say passive perception? What is that?
Is your it's on your character sheet under your other stats. If your passive perception is 13 or better, and I'm pretty sure someone's is, you
Yeah.
see a kid watching you.
Yeah, I'm 14.
Okay, don't make any sudden
I'm
movements.
15.
But there is a child looking at us, and maybe they caught the look of whoever did this.
How far is the child from us?
He's a distance away, maybe 100 feet.
Just a question. We are now completely out of the temple, right?
Yes.
Can I go grab the kid?
So right
Hold
now
on.
the priest is out of my reach, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try to
how
talk to the
far?
kid.
How far did you say the kid is?
About 100 feet.
Oh
Okay.
fuck.
I'll try
Can I-
to I'll try to offer him money, but if he runs, you guys get ready to run
Yeah,
after
I'm
him.
fast. I'm a monk. I'm fast. I'm ready.
Actually, the persuasive guy, can you try to offer him money for?
Yeah, I can try going toward him
Yeah,
nicely.
yeah, try to offer him money. Like, hey, if you help us, we have money, food, and if he runs, you guys
Could we
dash
stealth
after
up?
him.
Could we stealth up to the kid before that, just in case he runs?
I
we
don't
could-
think we are in a fully
think-
open space, so
I think he's looking
and he's
directly at
actively
us.
watching us, so it will be
Yeah.
complicated. I will just try to slowly walk toward him
Okay,
to
so
engage with him.
so how close do you get to the kid before you try to engage him?
At least 50 feet.
Okay, so when you get to 50 feet, what do you do?
I will try to start with a sign of hand, see if he's responsive.
You try to do what?
I will just wave at him at first to see if he's scared or defiant or anything.
As you acknowledge him, he kind of loads up like a rabbit ready to sprint.
Okay, I will cast all person.
Oh my god.
What's your DC?
It's 14.
Okay. The kid is surprisingly willful, and he bolts.
Okay, get him, boys.
Yeah, can I go after him?
The Huey
Because I'm
smile.
pretty fast. Can I go catch up? Hello?
Yes, you can. Give me athletics.
I think I'm just gonna like if I could just bowl at like expeditious retreat dash my way over there on my heelys.
Okay, that 22 is going to be enough to grab the kid with your higher movement speed, and the rest of the party is quickly on top of him as well. So you're able to tackle this child in the street.
That doesn't
Well, we're
look
the same
good.
age, right? I'm also a kid, so it's okay. A kid
I
tackling
just
a
want to
I'm
say
also a
that
kid, so it's okay.
I just want to say that this kid resisted by spell, but a fucking high priest didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's some willful kids. Oh,
I
like,
told
This
you,
kid
just
has a
offer him
lot of
money.
wisdom. He started to run away as soon as I waved. He
Yeah.
wasn't
No,
going
he
to let me.
prepared. He
Of course,
prepared
man.
to, and then you
That was a
cast a spell on him.
30 years old looking man approaching him. I would run too.
So the kid starts screaming slavers, and people are starting to look at you.
Does he look like a poor kid? Does he look like okay kid?
This is definitely an orphan you tackled.
Can I show him 2 silver coins and say, hey, we just want to talk? We just want to talk?
Yes, the prospect of you now giving him money has actually caused him to panic more.
Oh, god damn it! Why didn't you give him money before?
hold on. That's what I'm saying. Here, if you'd like, can Hermes
Can I
like
threaten this kid? Can I threaten this kid to shut up?
Sure, how do you want to threaten the child?
I'll tell him if you
my
don't shut up,
God.
I'm gonna beat the crap out of you using my draconic presence.
Give me the roll.
Oh my
Is it what do I use?
Intimidate.
Okay, 1 second.
A group of weirdos harassing a kid.
I also have
What?
this one.
So the child stops screaming because he believes you will kill him.
Good, good,
And
good.
he's right.
Very
that's
good.
how
Now I can question him.
Okay, we just wanna ask questions and then you can go, okay? Okay?
Have you seen anyone
Good cop,
staying
bad
in
cop.
this spot over there for a long time?
Well, that's where Gev sleeps.
Another
Yeah.
G name.
And who is Gabe?
Oh, Gev's one of the old fellas. He sleeps in that bush and he gets alms off the priests and he fixes stuff.
I see.
Hermes holds up a sign. Does Gev have a grappling hook?
Gev doesn't have a grab. Gev's real old.
Uh,
The kid kind of shrugs. He just says that he knows Gev from around. He likes to sleep in that bush, and he's been pretty happy lately because someone's been giving him money for doing nothing. The kid says he doesn't really know that guy. He hasn't really seen him. He doesn't come out here at night, and that's when Gev says the guy gives him the money.
Hey, I was gonna say, where's Gev?
He hasn't seen Gev.
in
Ah.
how long?
It's been a while. He's usually out here early in the morning, but Gev hasn't shown up since yesterday.
Hmm.
He didn't say he was going anywhere.
What was Gev doing the last time you saw him?
Gev was pretty happy about something. He didn't really want to talk about it. but it seemed like things were going pretty good for him.
Does anybody else know about Gov?
He says that lots of folk probably know Gev. The old fellas all kind of stick together.
Where are the rest of the old fellas? Maybe he
Yeah,
might know Gev.
Yeah, but this is the temple, or it's pretty far.
He says that the gang of the older beggars like to do most of their business here in the temple ward because people get to feeling so guilty, and they do it a lot on the main thoroughfares of the Street of Many Gods and Sultan Street.
Yeah.
That's easy
What do
enough.
we do with the kid? Do we just leave him panicking and
What,
Nah,
do you-
I go over.
got
I hand the kid 2 gold and say, "Don't tell anybody you saw this."
True
And send them
gold?
off. Yeah, I can make it back.
Just give him.
You guys are ruining the economy.
The kid shrugs. He never met the guy. Gev just talked about him.
I just
we
give the kid.
can leave
I give
this
the kid
kid.
2 gold and say, "Go on, shoot. Forget you met us."
I can
Oh, yeah.
try, yes.
I was gonna say, can I? Yeah, I'll inside him.
Yeah, insight to see if he's not saying something. If he's hiding something.
Actually, I'll just give help to whoever because I have a 0 to insight.
Okay, I will do it. So you will cancel my exhaustion disadvantage.
Woo!
Yes, the kid appears to be telling the truth. He is afraid for his life.
He is a good kid.
He's a smart kid.
Yeah,
wanna get-
honest and scared. Perfect. Well, we can leave him to his existence now, I think.
So you, in your mercy, spare the child's life, and
I mean, I
depart.
do. I don't know if the other do, but I'm not killing a kid. For
No,
now.
of course not.
So can we
Yeah.
just like capture this kid?
Oh, what?
No, leave the kid alone.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
look, you just
we
gave him a bunch
already
of
have you.
What are the odds he talks
let's
about
take a
this
vote.
thing?
Let's take a vote on it. Who wants to
No.
capture the kid? Say hello. Hello.
Eagerly?
By the pike.
By the pie.
Oh my god, the bad of a child,
No.
he's crazy! He kills all the children!
No,
Children on children abuse.
not Ebby, the child killer. No.
Give me intimidate.
Uh oh.
Oh, I got disadvantage, bro.
Yeah.
You have a back in the ground. Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
The kid is going mute.
Still got
you're
it, though.
using your good rolls on a child.
So the kid rolled a
Yes, my
nat
spell.
20. You still win.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah, so the kid pees himself as you threaten the various ways he will be made to suffer if he ever tells anyone what you've done to him.
How old is this kid? What does he look? How old does he look like?
This kid's maybe 8.
8, 8 years old. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's move on, guys. Let's forget this ever happened.
As he's running off, can I like sleight of hand some drugs into his like back pocket?
What?
Oh my god.
What's
At this
your
point,
guys'
just kill
problem?
him.
Pretend I don't know anything about that.
You sure can.
Right, perfect. I'm gonna roll.
He's so thoroughly intimidated, they can end up there.
Perfect. Now he has a small bag of ground brook leaves in his back pocket. That'll calm him down. It'll be fine.
It's fine. We haven't found out about
He's going to
cancer
be
yet.
the bad guy in like 10 years.
Probably. He grew up here, so of course he is.
Yeah,
Or
but
he's
going to
gonna
be
die,
our
die
bad guy.
or he's gonna die of dysentery in 2 days. Who knows? You know.
Yeah, good point. Well, either way, the drugs will make it easy for him.
Okay,
Sultan's
let's
turn.
go. Let's go. We don't have much
Yeah,
time.
let's
Sultan's
Come on,
turn.
guys.
It's right in the area, so you're pretty quickly able to see the guys kind of lining the street, these old beggars, hoping for the kindness of strangers to help them survive.
Can I look and see? Can I do some sort of insight check to see if I can find like the maybe not the one in charge, but the one that looks to be like the most influential?
You're able to identify one who looks like he's probably got a head for what's going on.
I gotcha.
If
What
you
was the
got
name of it?
if you got thieves scans, probably
Was it-
useful here.
I don't. But what was the name of the guy that was sleeping in the bushes?
Cave.
Give.
If
Hermes is gonna go up and just write. It's like, do you know Gev? Question mark, and then just fold the piece of paper, put a gold on it, and like pass it to him.
He takes the gold and says, "Yeah, I know, Gev."
And
You know,
then
if you give the money up front, they can
Yeah.
lie for it. You know.
true. But not
If
if
you
the
give me money, I know
not if the
game.
coin
All
is
you want.
The coin was laced.
Yeah, I don't have any. Oh, wait, do I have spores? No, wait, I don't have those. I have to go get them. Fuck, never mind. I just then asked, like, has he heard from Gabe anytime recently?
Well, Gev hasn't really been out here much. He's decided he's too good for us.
Mm,
And where did he left? Did he tell anything?
yeah, where did he go to? Did he say? Might be able to get him back.
He kind of shrugs. He says, Gev's been sleeping at his usual place most of the time, but he hasn't been working the streets for over 2 or maybe 3 weeks."
Huh.
Can I do an inside check to see if this man like Gabe? If he is a friend or something?
You sure can. With a 15, you know that this guy doesn't mean Gev harm, but he's not a fan of Gev.
Okay.
Can I do
telling
some kind
you-
of insight check to see if anybody on this like line of people kind of perks up at the name Gev?
You sure can.
Insight check.
You see pretty much the same reaction from the rest of the guys. They all seem to have an awareness of Gev, and they all don't really seem to like him.
Mm.
So did
Oh.
Gev find the job? Or a friend?
Yeah, I was gonna ask like if they've like seen the guy that Gev was talking to.
He says that They've never really seen the guy. He's hung out around where Gev sleeps. One of them tried to kind of go near him to see if he was offering more work, and the guy pulled out an alley piece, a small crossbow, and didn't say a word.
Gotcha.
And who
did
tried
the
to? Yeah.
He says that was Snouk, and Snouk didn't really talk to him. He said, "Hey," and the guy aimed a crossbow at him from the dark, about 60 feet away.
Gotcha.
Where is
Oh.
Snout right now?
Snouk is there with you.
Okay.
60 feet away in the dark? Probably not.
I don't know. Maybe he's got glowy eyes. Who knows?
Maybe.
Could you
Snouk
at
did
least
not get a good look
see
at
what
Snouk.
race he is?
Snouk isn't really sure. He was on the taller side, but that's about all he could say. The guy was dressed up in pretty dark clothes.
Did he add a tail?
Repeat that?
Did he add a tail?
He's not sure. He mainly focused on the crossbow.
Yeah, that was.
Fair enough.
Was the guy walking with a hunch over?
He didn't really see the guy walk. He just kind of came up to the bush that the guy was in, and the guy came up with a crossbow.
Was the crossbow loaded with a grappling hook?
He says he got a pretty good picture of it burned into his mind. It was definitely a common bolt of the kind used to kill interlopers.
Okay.
Is there any reason that Gav would have had toys in his bag?
The main guy, Fess, he says that Gev's big gimmick was repairing toys, and he would give them to the children of rich-looking people as they passed in order to get handouts.
Oh, okay.
Fess says that Gev never shuts up. He is probably the most talkative man in the city. He kept saying that it was a big secret and he couldn't tell anybody, but he was getting paid to do nothing, was what he kept saying.
Did Gav have anyone close to him, like family member, a friend he liked to visit?
They don't really know where he got off to, but they do know that he was a regular of the Stone Cyclops.
All right, we
Oh
know
my
where we gotta
God.
go.
It all circles back.
It all goes back to the Stone Cyclops.
Well, we know where we are going.
You guys, Hermes writes, you guys have a good day. And then before he leaves, it's like, do any of you want any drugs?
Yeah, me.
They all immediately raise their hand at the mention of drugs.
Do any of you have any money for drugs? Question mark.
They all immediately lower their hands at the mention of money.
God damn it. And then walks off.
I mean, if you
Wait, how expensive is your drug?
What do you say?
You talking to Hermes?
Yes.
Hermes pulls up the chart and he's got just like ground brook leaves for like 5 silver, and then he's got 3 for 1 gold, and then 1 for 5 gold.
Okay, I give you 1 gold, and please give those helpers some free drug.
Okay. He gives one. He takes the 1 gold and he passes out enough ground brook leaves for everybody.
as soon as
Yes,
everybody has enough, they start arguing over who has more.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. Let's boogie before this gets worse.
Let's go.
They're probably gonna fight over it.
So, leaving the fight you started, do you make your way to the stone cyclops?
Yes.
Yes.
Get another taxi.
I have another clue.
How much is this taxi anyway? How much are you paying?
Yeah, you
So
can
yeah.
ride on top of the taxi, I guess.
Boogie.
So another 2.5 hours plus, I'll call it about another 2 there in the building.
No,
We'll
Until
talk about much.
we don't know anything.
I don't want
Yeah.
to talk to that guy.
We do know something. We
We
know
have
that at the
nothing
very
on
More
him.
least.
progress. Maybe he'll be more forgiving.
No, but I think he's the type of guy who only wants results. He doesn't care what you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
have one bug, and get one bug to say, "Hey, we got some progress." It's
Yeah,
probably gonna
don't
be
do
very
that.
mad.
Say if nothing comes of, like, if we don't get a lot of progress from the Stone Cyclops, maybe we can go ask Spider if he knows anything about Gavin and like what deal could have been made. We don't find anything here.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I think if you find nothing here, we could check.
Check our contacts if
Yeah,
they know
yeah,
anything about Gabe.
because not specifically Gave, but like I don't think a lot of people know how to make those poisons, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And not a lot of people know Gorak is the guard of the vault.
I mean,
Anyway.
I mean,
Yeah, but
worst
like,
comes to worst, we can go check out the menagerie and ask them if they.
yeah, like what kind of person has the skills to make these poisons, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we don't get much progress, we could split and ask
Man, why are you guys so
everyone we
independent
can.
splitting? No splitting, guys. That's not a good idea.
I mean, if it's just to go see our guys, you know.
Yeah. Besides, we'll just be going to visit my house and then somebody else's house. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'm not bringing Abby to my colleagues.
What's wrong with me?
He's still so far the number one suspect. Yeah, but you could know the taller guy.
So Abby, is your gang full of cobalt or are there any other ones? What? I'm just asking. Is there one that's like maybe
Yeah, they are not itchy.
So, as you discuss racism, you enter the Stone Cyclops. It is a pretty simple tavern, pretty sparsely populated. It is covered with dust. A few people are in the tavern. A man mans the countertop, rubbing at a glass and holding it very close to his face. Yeah, he looks at you and he leans over the table and gets very close to you. Who? Oh, that one, yeah. No check-ins, no.
Gav?
Oh, Gav, yeah, Gav, he's here all the time. Oh, I don't know now. He left with some fellas the other night.
Oh,
No, they were yelling about cards.
what did they look like? What were they wearing?
The guy kind of leans forward and gets really close to you and squints and says, "Who are you?"
I'm a
Yeah.
friend of Abby.
Oh, hello.
I just realized Hermes is going to be completely useless with this man because this man cannot read.
Yes.
I I think I've seen them before. Well, Gav said they were rats, and he hates those rat people, and he always plays cards with them. It could have been them. Stewards, I'd wager.
I was gonna say Hermes turns to ask and was just about to ask, does he mean like rats as in rat people or rats as in just people who are rat like
Or Cobalt.
kobolds?
If he doesn't react to the paper, I'll read it out loud.
I was gonna say Hermes is gonna hold up a piece of paper and try and go like, do you remember how many people there were? And tries to get him to read it.
He brings his face very close to the paper, and then says, "And who are you?"
He turns.
Oh, hello.
Such a big
I have a
family.
question. Did I ever went to the Stone Cyclops to play cards?
Oh, they play cards here.
No,
from time
it's
to
a
time.
question for the GM. Is my character going sometime to the Stone Cyclops to play cards? Because he frequently go out to play cards.
These tables aren't quite your speed. This is where people with no money go to have less.
Do I know any card player that would be fitting for rats?
Not especially, no. Well, just me. He looks around and says, "No."
Oh. Could be that she just doesn't recognize them.
It was a slow day yesterday. It was just me and Gav and his buddy for the longest time. It was one of those hard names. Grutheriad?
Garak?
No, it was Gatharion or something like that. Who has Elven?
Me. I got Elvin.
He said what sounds like blind old man.
Huh. Blind
So
old man. So I told her out of the group.
Yeah, so it sounds like the Gev's buddy said his name was blind old man.
Oh, that's his name. Blind old man.
Better, he was mocking him.
Yeah,
In a
I
way
think
of
he was
saying,
just
"My
mocking
name's
him
Blind
in
Old Man."
Elvish. Like
Maybe that's how he
insulting someone
introduced
that don't
himself.
understand your language.
So it was
But
just Gav and this guy yesterday.
Well, Gorik came in.
Yeah?
Was Gorik in here at the same time as the and then this rat man?
Buddy,
Well, no, the other rat fellas that Gev was complaining about came later. But he and Gav were in here with the other guy, and I think either Gav or Gorak must have been overserved because they bumped into each other twice.
That was when he swapped the flask.
Mm.
We are looking for an elf. Well, he mocked in Elvish, so
And I mean, can he see that far?
Sure, he could have been.
Uh,
I
was
don't
any?
see color or shape so good.
Oh my god! So it was just you attending the bar the day the Gab's friend was here.
Oh, sure, we already had the stew on the pot, so I let the cook go home.
Hmm.
is Gave Buddy frequently in here?
No, I've never seen him before. I tried to ask him a couple questions, but he didn't really talk a lot.
Are any of the people here friends of Gav?
He kind of looks around. He says, "No, I don't think so."
Hi.
Can I go upstairs? Is there a room upstairs?
The path upstairs is decrepit. It does not look like it's been tread in quite a while. It should bear your weight, being that you're a kobold.
Yeah, can I check upstairs see if there's anybody there?
Are you asking for permission or asking if you can physically do that?
Yeah, the latter one, the latter. Can I
Yeah, you can
physically do that?
physically do that. That's yeah. There's no barrier to doing that.
Okay, let me go try it. I want to see you go check upstairs.
It is a single large space that is populated by some very rough-looking beds, some of which have thin sheets thrown over them. Nobody appears to be occupying it at this time.
I see. I see. I come back down.
Gosh.
Can we like ask like the other patrons if they seen any elf?
Not an elf because we don't really know if the guy was an elf, but
Well,
I mean,
he insults
work-
people in Elvish. That seems pretty specific for someone who is not an elf. Yeah, but you don't go out your way naturally insulting people in Goblin.
I mean, it could just not be an insult. Maybe the old man just introduced himself as blind old man.
let's
Because
see. Let's ask if
That
there's
seems
seen any
pretty
blind
much like
person.
an insult.
Mm.
Well, let's try. Let's
yeah,
try.
but
We
it's a
have
good
nothing on that.
pseudonym. I mean,
Can I ask
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lady if she's seen any blind old man that may or may not be an elf?
may or may not be an elf.
She doesn't really understand what you're getting at. She has seen many people. She lives in a city. Some of them may have been blind. Some of them may have been elves. She doesn't know what you're talking about.
Like specifically in this bar, have she seen it?
She says the only blind person in here is Alvar,
Fair.
Alvar?
the bartender.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, she. How about can I ask this lady? Maybe she's probably barmaid.
She works the stove, and she says that she is also not sure of anyone matching that description.
See.
Can I ask this guy if he knows Gav?
This guy has seen Gev. He knows that the guy's a loudmouth. He's always kind of either in trouble or looking for ways out of trouble. He doesn't really know him personally, though.
Have you seen Gav hanging out with a stranger here?
He says he hasn't really seen Gev hang out with anybody other than those guys he sometimes plays cards with.
Can you ask him
And
like any more description about that guy?
What guy?
He's
The one he plays cards with.
He says those guys are rat people, and they typically work in the sewers. They come up at night sometimes to cause trouble and get drunk.
what do you call rat people?
What race are they? Maybe an actual rat.
Like
Gavin.
they behave right like rats, or they look like rats?
He says they look very much like rats.
Oh, interesting. So what's the race? Is that what is their species?
I could have been a rat. I feel betrayed.
He says he's just been calling them rat people. He doesn't know if they don't like that.
You should maybe find like a sewer. Go talk to some rat
Yeah,
people.
we should
The
try to find like the closest sewer entrance.
If I ask I'm gonna repeat the same question to the other patrons. Like, do you know Gav, and do you know what kind of people people he's been hanging out with? And is it always the same answer? Just the rat people?
It's permutations on the same answer. Some guys don't know who he hangs out with. Some don't know his name. Some don't know Shocky that at all. But you don't get more information than that. Gev comes here sometimes. He usually tries to. He's a loudmouth, and he often tries to gamble with the rat people.
Can I do some sort of like investigation of some kind to see if there's anything like on the floors that look like
Like rat air.
yeah, it's like more out of place than normal?
Yes, you can.
That's a 8.
Okay, you see nothing especially out of the ordinary. The floor may have been cleaned recently.
I turned to somebody to tell them to ask if there's recently been any sort of like accident, just like a spill or something.
Nobody suggests any kind of unusual spill. Occasionally there's food or something on the ground, but nothing jumps to memory.
Okay. So I think the biggest thing we need to figure out is where Gavin is.
Have we done
I
an
still
insight
I
check?
still think we could potentially stake out. Maybe there's like a sewer entrance near where he stays back at the temple.
Okay, but like this is Abby's territory, and gambling is Ichi's area. Do you guys know anything about rat people?
Do I know GM? Any gambling in the by rat people?
You know that rat people aren't the best customers. They tend not to have a lot of money to spend. When they play games, they are usually trying to run the games themselves, and they are usually rigged. You know that they mostly work out of the sewers. They collect a very menial wage, and they will occasionally appear with something valuable that they found or have found on someone's person.
I see. So not our usual patrons.
No, they're a lower rent class of people.
I see. I see. Yeah, I don't know anything about them.
Well, I
Abby,
suggest we go check the sewers.
Abby, do you know where the sewers are around here?
I potentially know about rat folk. Maybe we recently had a purchase of some drugs from rat people.
You can roll history.
That's 12.
So you don't recall any real substantial business being done with rat people. They're usually more of let me get a small bag of something for a small amount of money type crew. And Ebby, you do know that rat people are sometimes in the business of disposing of corpses for a nominal fee.
Oh,
There certainly is. There is a sewer outlet not far from here.
oh yeah, from the guy who the only seen Gav from afar. Can I get a description from Gav so I can give the description to the rat people later?
So yeah, you're able to piece together a pretty clear picture of Gev.
Okay, let's go to the rat then.
Okay.
On the way to the rats, I would like to cast comprehend language on myself.
Oh, worth doing, but it may be time to call it for now.
Okay.
So we will pause it here as you approach the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, how many hours has it been?
It's
It
been
has
about,
been
I was gonna say,
1
about
hour?
4.
right around 8.
Oof.
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 Okay, so let's gather our information. So they say they're meeting in the garden. Did I hear that right from the previous temple?
Yep.
Okay, so and then 8 hours into the sewer.
What? No, it's been 8 hours since we've been poisoned. That's a thing.
Oh, okay, 8 hours into the poison. Okay. All right, so
It's been 8 hours since we've been poisoned. Recently, when we went to the temple, the mirror must have been stolen by somebody who was either covered so the mirror couldn't see them, or they came in from a back entrance. They probably entered with a grappling hook up over a wall, climbed up, killed lizards, grabbed a mirror, pretended to be one of the guards, escaped, and this might be connected somehow to Avin, who was a homeless man sleeping near the.
Well, what I
Uh,
think is that he's dead and the rat people disposed of him because the culprit didn't wanted him to be able to tell anything afterward. That's why they were okay with paying him so much for doing nothing and just shutting his mouth.
Mm.
he'll never see the money.
okay, so we gotta find this guy. So there's no lead to where this Gavin guy is, right? We don't know anything.
Well, we know we might be in the sewers.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
might be dead in the sewer.
We
yeah,
have no choice, right?
yeah, maybe the rats had to dispose of his body.
Yeah. So well, we have no choice. Let's just go to the sewer then.
Yeah, and as the rats, if an elf asked them to kill game
Yeah,
or to dispose of him,
hopefully the guy asked the rats to dispose of the body and the
yeah,
rats got a look at him.
Yeah, but before we go, let's say don't spend too much money on this rat, okay? Just a little bit if you decide to bribe them, because I'm assuming they will accept like any form of bribery. So,
Now, if Hermes wants to ruin the game economy, I think he should be allowed.
I mean, you're allowed to. I'm just saying that it's better to go to my pocket instead of rat people.
No, but spend big, Hermes. Live the life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go to the store. Let's go.
it's because he gives them money and then sells them drugs and gets the money back.
Oh,
It's good. It's good marketing.
Yeah, and then they come back later for more because they get
Yeah,
hooked.
Exactly. You get
then I
hooked.
charge them higher
I've had
prices.
you give them free sample.
Yeah, he's playing the long game.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the store though. Let's go to the store. How long will it take, GM?
Well, if you've got to go in like 13 minutes, this is probably a decent place to call. We've been at it for
Almost.
going on 4 hours now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's better to pause actually because I have the on time schedule. But
Okay.
we'll continue here, or will the time clock like runs out?
Oh, your time clock is going to stop here with 8 hours in. It is 4 p.m., and you need to be back in 16 hours for your next dose of antidote, or the spider might not give you another one.
Oh,
Damn.
Rip. I mean, at least we got somewhere. We didn't just like stay in one place
Yeah.
or die.
At
We're
least we
about to
know
be.
how it happened.
We're about
yeah.
to be.
Yeah, at
Jeez.
least we didn't hit net one Arcana and decided it was a ghost.
Yeah, for real. It's like it was a ghost.
You
I'm
know, I
still
Quick!
had my
afraid I
doubt that
did
the
resisted
mirror.
Yeah,
my spell.
quick! Go to the cemetery. They must be there.
I had my doubt that that mirror can actually do some magic. I think it's a normal mirror.
Mm.
When we find it, you can go in front of it, and if you explode, you'll know.
Yeah, I will not attempt
I
that.
don't think I'll be the good person to do so because I have a pure heart. Maybe someone else has to test it out.
You vomited into a temple. I
What
think
do
you
you
are
say?
fucked.
Oh my god. The worst part is that the guy can use the mirror in combat, just turn it against
Oh
us.
yeah, fuck.
Oh, gee.
They're just gonna
Wait,
be like,
but
oh,
did he
oh, you're
even
coming
get
up on
to?
me, bam, mirror,
Like,
and you just
how does the mirror even
detonate.
work? Maybe he was wearing a robe. I don't know, man.
Well, you only have to be in front of it and be reflected.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if your
exactly.
body is reflected, you dead.
Oh, so what if we like help hold like like a piece of like clothings or curtains as we go toward it.
Yeah, that's a great idea to make it impossible to dodge.
Oh god.
Yeah, that way he can just stab you instead.
Yeah, the man has a crossbow, so
Yeah,
I can catch
a crossbow and potentially a lot of poison.
can you
but I
catch a
can
crossbow if you can't see coming because you got blinds in front of you?
wait. Let me see. Let me so if it's small now. Do I have to be able to see it? Let me see.
Almost certainly by text, and I'd say you definitely need to be able to do that.
Damn, because can I poke a hole in the curtain and I can see it?
Yes, you could definitely invalidate the purpose of the curtain.
Oh my god.
But
Me-
my body is a reflector, right? It's only the curtain and with my eyes, I guess.
I gotta give Abby a blanket so I can put it on top of the mirror.
Well, I got a good idea. How about we bring another mirror and reflect it back? Does that work? Will that work?
That might. Who knows?
It'll work as well as the curtain. Unless the effect of the mirror bounces on the mirror and you just
Yeah, I mean,
ref-
I mean to hit the guy. I mean to hit the guy. Like we use our mirror to reflect their mirror to reflect the guy, and then maybe we'll kill him.
yeah, we
We
should do the mirror gambit.
and then we
Yeah.
die too because it's reflecting back on us.
We hide behind the mirror. That's the thing. We hide behind our mirror.
It
Mm.
does an infinite loop of smiting bad people.
Well, either or, we'll see. So let's see if we can send the next game soon. Maybe same time next weekend.
Sure, I'm good for that time.
I'm good
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
well.
me too.
That
What
works for me.
Okay. So
Also, my guy apologized to Abby because now he is absolutely not a suspect.
I thought you were just
100%.
making fun of him.
yeah, I knew it was not him, man. I mean, why would he poison himself? He's
This was
poisoned.
way too well planned to be Abby.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Huh?
Move it.
Careful what you say.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. If it was Abby,
oh, you could have done it. All right, pull out the mirror. Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah, if it was Abby, it wouldn't have been like a sock full of coins thrown into a window.
Okay. So I guess we're adding the note for inspiration. Is that how it's gonna be? GM.
Sure is.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna post it, the forum, or are we gonna post
I
it?
just did.
Okay. Awesome. Yes.
So it's been great playing with you all as always. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Goodbye.
Bye.